Hello, everybody, and welcome to Tides of Death. How are you guys doing today?
I'm amazing, Koibu. Playing my Pokemon clicker, doing real well. I'm in the Johto region. That's the second region. Slowly making my way through.
Who's your primary?
So the clicker does like every Pokemon attacks at once. So I have all
okay.
of like the Pokemons from the first area, and then in order to go to the next area, you have to have all the Pokemons from that area. Been playing for about 3 days. Pretty good.
How many hours?
How many what?
How many hours do you reckon you've got in those 3 days?
I have no idea. Probably like 20 of just like
Jesus
being there
Christ.
like at times and like moving with it. Yeah. But I've just left it on overnight because you can do that with clickers. So
Jan, I have a question for you. What is the plural of Pokemon? Is Pokemon singular and plural, or is Pokemons Pokemons? What is the
It's no S. I think it's just Pokemon.
just Pokemon.
one Pokemon,
I'm
two
sure that's-
Pokemon, 10 Pokemon?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that sounds right.
I think that's what they like consistently do across all media of Pokemon. It's called them Pokemon plural.
It's got
I have a
slap down
Seafang
there.
fact, if you'd like it.
Oh, yes.
It's not very long, but it is very interesting to me. And I confirmed it because I didn't believe it when I first saw it in chat a while ago.
Ooh.
What do we got?
Ooh.
So the reason that pirates wore eye patches is actually because they would go above and below deck pretty often. So it would be semi-useful for literal like night vision. So they would undo the eye patch when they're below deck to help them see, and they wouldn't have to like have the adjustment time.
You know, I've heard this before, but my question has always been, why didn't other sailors do that too? Why is it
I have no
only
idea.
pirates? Maybe it looks like too much of a weakness for a captain or like an officer who doesn't want to, look like they've lost an eye in front of their crew. I have no idea. But I've heard this before. Go ahead
I just thought it
and
was
mark
genius.
yourself.
I didn't believe it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
There was a
I don't wanna
Mythbusters
spam
episode
to get
about
an
it, I
XP.
think.
Well,
This is basic pirate fact, by the way. Like, I had this one from the start, and I never mentioned it because I just thought everyone knew it. So you're giving me XP, that's fine. I'm just voicing my disagreement.
it's a cool pirate fact, and it's one of the coolest
I
ones.
mean, why do you think my character's got an eye patch? That's the reason, you know. So-
I kind of knew this too.
Yeah.
Just because you knew it doesn't mean everybody knew it. I didn't know it.
It was new to me. I didn't know it.
Yeah, thank you. How much XP, Koibu?
You give him 50% of the XP then, I guess.
Type 1 in chat if you didn't know this.
How much XP
We
did we
haven't
give
even-
the last person who had a pirate
It was like
fact?
5 or 10%.
It was 5% of a level, I think. Of
Yeah.
However, you did give Nick 5% to both of his levels.
True.
That's
Yeah,
10.
so why don't you take 5% of the XP that you need to get to your next level, whatever that is. I think you
thank you.
needed 2,500 between wizard levels, so 5% of 2,500 times 0.05. I can do math. 125 experience.
It's base XP to wizard level, or is it like to the next step? Sorry.
Like whatever level you're currently on, however much
Okay.
XP it takes total. So from level, you're at 2, I think, to 3 is 2,500 experience.
Yeah, you're right.
So ba-boom.
Take 150?
125?
125, got it.
Yeah.
Trying to squeak in that extra 25.
It's always a good shot to take, you know? I might not be looking at a
4,042.
calculator. I might be missing something. You might be able to squeeze in an extra 25 experience somewhere. I respect the effort. Good
I need
hustle.
every XP,
Speaking of
yeah.
experience, can I level at the start of this?
Yeah,
Start
that's
of
what we
this
need to
Do you
do.
have enough experience points to level?
I don't know.
We're
It's a DM.
debating how much we get.
Yeah.
Didn't we get experience at the end of the last battle?
We did
Nope.
not.
I
haven't done
looked
that.
at the wiki before this, and it said experience was given. Was that?
What?
Oh,
No.
that must have been earlier in the session.
It was earlier in the session, yeah.
Yes.
Because we need, like,
Oh.
it's going to be some weird stuff, because Nilrim is going to just take the revealed door spell if he levels up.
Mhm.
Due to the fact of, like, I think it's better, obviously, for me out of game to, like, roll for it, because I have a 85% chance to learn.
Mhm.
But I'm just gonna take it as like a moment of insight that Niram just looks at it and now he understands like what the spell was saying.
Mhm.
That's
Makes
if we level
sense.
up, yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay. Well, I'm going to put on some background music for us. I'm going to go calculate the experience because I looked at the wiki and thought it had already been done. And then we will get you guys some XP. You'll have to wait until you're in like a safe place with some downtime to level.
Okay, wait. No question though. This isn't Tombs of Scoria. I understand where we are is dangerous, but if we've got a day to chill, that should be enough to get experience, at least for the ones who are awake.
We're arguing
We
that we
shouldn't-
do, because it's going to take them time to like muster up troops and come back up. Also, we have like kind of a plan for him to like go and kill those troops who ran off.
I don't say he gets the level up immediately, but I think, overnight.
So not instantly, but like
Yeah.
12 hours later is fine.
That's
Yeah,
yeah.
because you're supposed to go immediately go fuck up the guards that are running away, so not for them. Because my argument, Neil, would be, this whole island is a dangerous situation. We're not safe anywhere here.
You're safe in Lady Nightingale's house.
Which
We've been
we can't
safe
go
there
back
many
to.
a times.
We can't go back to there because we can't get back in the city.
Hmm.
We're
We can't leave the city till we level up. So
we're out of the city for the rest of this, at least until everybody's back to full HP.
Yeah.
All we can do is hide up here, try and kill those guards, and if he can't kill those guards, we have a kind of a plan. And if that plan fails, we're going in the forest with our boys, and we're gonna
drag him around.
just drag them
No
around.
place
Fuck it.
is ever permanently safe, so there has to be some sort of time restriction to it, right? When we're just like
Mm-hmm.
trying to find out what that is.
Okay. Well, let me
We're not like
calculate
it.
our
We're not-
XP
yeah.
here.
we're not a party with a home base like in other campaigns, where it's like this is your home base you need to go to. Wherever we roam is our home. Okay. This is our home right now. We killed everyone here. This is our home.
Well, I personally feel most at home in danger, so that's when I should level up.
Okay, this is all making a lot of sense now that you're phrasing it in these ways.
We are the danger. Keep in mind, no spellcasting XP, so in this one, you're a little bit more generous.
That's true as well. Yeah, that's a good reason.
I mean, otherwise we could spend a month of use casting magic missile at a wall. So
They don't let that happen, sadly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, go ahead and mark this down now. Everybody gets for coming up the mountain, for killing all of these people here, including the Master at Arms. I assume you're going to have time to loot the palace. So for all of these things, we're going to add 2,160 experience for each of you.
That's beautiful, Koibu.
That's a great number.
Can I get my 5% after I level up?
No. Unfortunately.
Can someone link me the thing again where I see when I level up?
I'm linking.
The prime requisite for thief is dex, so I only get the 10% to my thief level, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for reminding me of the 10%.
Yes.
2,100 and it was like 40, 62.
2260. No, 2160. I'm sorry.
That's an extra 216, baby.
Mm-hmm. So let's talk about where we are here. John is unconscious. Archie is unconscious. We just have Sail and Nilram left here on this late afternoon in this palace in the mountains. It took you guys most of the day to hike up here. Then you had this, climbing the walls, fighting these people, a long drawn out battle that I think took you like 12 or 13 combat rounds, which is 13 minutes of pure terror and exhilaration. And now you guys are, the survivors, exhausted. 3 people did manage to escape during the combat. You had scared them off. They have maybe a 5 or 6 minute head start on you running down the mountain.
well, this guy's still on map, and I only just stabilized.
Yeah, I mean, he's still on the map only because I didn't move him off the map, but
Right, fair enough.
there were 3 people who did manage to flee at separate intervals while this battle was
Yeah.
raging.
They
think
would
one of
have
them
like
ran into the
5
house.
or... They would probably have like 5 or 6 combat rounds to get away.
Yep.
So what? First off, what are the 2 survivors of all of this thinking about? Is it significant that the 2 survivors are the 2 spellcasters? And what are your plans?
Sail is in a blind rage. He has completely lost it, so he is probably going to be hard to control. Which is very uncharacteristic of him, because he's been pushed to his breaking point by this constant killing and constant battle. Because he's like an evil guy, but he's not a killer.
This is an unusual situation that Sail finds himself in. Your sword runs red with the blood of many enemies.
I guess no one will yell at him, Sail, go capture those guys who ran off. I'll stabilize them and move them inside, see if I can find them medical supplies.
All right, Sail will like look at Nilram and just like you can't even see, like it's just like a blank face. You can't even see that he comprehends words, but he just immediately starts running in the direction of where the guards went.
Yeah, you can come on out to that open gate. You can look down the path and see that the people who you've chased off, one of them is still within sight, but he's pretty far ahead of you. There's a switchback down the mountain. How do you want to do this? Do you want to try and chase down this guy on foot?
Yeah, I'm gonna like pretty much just run at like the maximum speed that I can do without killing myself.
He wants to do con checks, I think, Koibu.
Yeah, I'm going to need strength and con checks from you. So strength check to see what sort of speed you can get up to, and con check to see how long you can sustain it. You start going after them, and the exhaustion of the day very, very, very quickly catches up with you with that 2 on the die roll. And you start hopping and puffing your way down the mountain, and you see that guy, and he's like fresh. He didn't have to hike up. He's been hanging out and stretching all day and relaxing, fought for a little bit, and then took off, and you like hiked up this fucking mountain. You fought, you're wounded, this guy's not. And it quickly dawns on you that there's no way you're going to catch up with him.
Damn.
Yeah.
Can I make a con check to see if I can like soldier on and keep trying? Or...
You can definitely soldier on, yeah, if you want. You could get all the way down the mountain today if you wanted. But you're definitely not going to catch him. You can continue if you want, but like...
So how do I basically immediately realize that I'm never going to catch these guys?
Yeah, within the first like minute of getting to the wall and starting to run down the hill and hoping that the distance like closes between the two of you, but instead it like begins to widen between the two of you, even, you know, a little bit more. And you lose sight of him as he goes down the next switchback.
Okay, so Sail will basically, he'll keep soldiering on for a couple of minutes, but he'll like slowly get tired and peter out until he basically like collapses on his hands and knees. He doesn't even know where his rapier is. He didn't even bring it with him. It's like still back at the top of the hill. And then he'll probably sit there for like a good 5 minutes, just like breathing. And then he's gonna get up and turn around and head back up the mountain.
The storm that rages overhead at all points of time begins to let out a little water, and some rain falls down on the mountain. The trail gets a little bit muddy as you hike your way back up. You'll find Nilram once you get returned.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But Nilram, what are you doing?
So I got a few minutes. I'm gonna bring them inside, at least Archie and Captain, and I'll bring them like loosely inside, and I'll like set them up against, I don't know, like a post, and then Nilram is gonna go and see if he can find. Honest to God, what he's looking for is, and I don't even think this is a stretch out of character. So on an island like this, there are bound to be some real bad shit that's gonna happen, and maybe one of her kids gets fucking stabbed out of conscious. I'm assuming for the toppest of the noble families, there is gonna be some sort of healing items, and what he's specifically looking for is gonna be the healing like rub, like the gel that you can like put on someone's.
Yeah, a healing salve, which you can rub into wounds and heal them over.
Correct. So he's gonna be looking for that and see if he can find it.
Yeah. When you get to the second floor, you will find two separate rooms that... I'm sorry. You will find a room that has two separate chests in it. It very clearly looks like a mini treasury is here. I will bring you to the second floor of this, and once it finishes loading... you will see it right here.
He would have looted the guy to see if he had like keys, or if he sees this, he'll go back down. Does the Master at Arms have any keys on him?
The Master Arms does have keys on him. They are not to this treasure chest you'll find, but they are to various rooms in the palace.
Oh, God knows.
Yep. You got them. These keys should allow you to access pretty much anything in the palace, save the treasury. I don't think there's anywhere else that is restricted by use of these keys. There are 2 chests here. Each one weighs upwards of 200 pounds. And if you jostle it back and forth, you can hear the clanking of coins within.
So I feel like it's just coins in those chests.
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah, I mean, there
I'll
might
look
be some
around.
other jewelry tossed in,
Yeah.
or like a candlestick or whatever, but it seems to be hard money.
Can I look around, like, on the shelves? Is there any, like,
Yeah.
potions or...
So you can search the whole place pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And it seems that if they have one of these healing salves or any sort of healing potions, that they're probably down in the palace in town rather than the palace on the top of the mountain.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
These are beds, I assume?
Lots of beds here.
He'll put his friends in the beds.
Sure.
Give him some rest time. Not that it's going to do anything.
Yeah. But it gets them out of the rain.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can put them...
And I guess he's going to wait for Sail. Do I have the strength to, like, pull these chests down? I guess I just want to put everything in one room.
Yeah, if you're just like sliding them, you can slide them down some staircases and eventually bring them down here with the party. It'll
He's
take
got
some
pretty
effort.
good strength, too. He's got, like, 11. It's normal.
Yeah. So Sail will come back to find you hauling these chests down the stairs and sliding them across these wooden floors. And the two of you can discuss what your plans are. It's late in the afternoon. The rain is falling. What are you guys going to do?
Can you explain what this mountainous area is like? Like, if I look out behind the back, do I feel like we could climb down the mountain into, like, a jungly area where we could maybe meaningfully, like, hide out for a few days? Or do I feel like that this is, like, a steep...
So the palace itself is built within this, like, almost like a little cul-de-sac where there's mountains that kind of go up on 3 sides and then down on the one side that you approach from. So from the palace itself, there's really only one way up into it. Otherwise, you have to like continue climbing up mountains. Down the switchback that leads all the way down, one side of it is, cliffside coming down into the town. The other side is mostly upward, but there are some like ravines and some valleys and some creeks that flow through the area. So if you wanted to like get lost in the mountains, or, not necessarily lost, but disappear into the mountains, if you have the strength to walk, you could climb off and like, just wander into the mountains and look for another way down somewhere. That's feasible. You'd still have to go up to get to the very top of the ridge to go back down onto the backside. But if all the party members were standing, or if you were able to like haul the party members away, you might be able to disappear into the mountains.
I feel like we could probably meaningfully hide out there.
Probably.
Given
Yeah.
a search party.
Yeah, it would require some checks. It might be a tense situation. It's not guaranteed success, but you've got a decent shot of it. However, you're not going to be able to take your friends and the money. That's too much weight. Each of these chests weighs like 200 pounds.
It's true, but we can kick the chest off and we will know where the gold is scattered.
At the very least, you would frustrate the owners of the chests if they, found
Very
it.
least, if they found the gold like on the hillside, that'd be many weeks, I think.
Oh, you don't have any
Cast.
detect magic left, do you?
I don't have it on me now.
Yeah.
I use it
I was gonna
as a...
say we could hide the chests on one of the side passages, so like the switchbacks. But if they have a magic item in them, it'll probably be easy to find.
I'm assuming they don't. It seems like it's just money, but it is possible that there could be one in there.
How long would it take me to like pick one up and like hide it on one of the switchback paths?
You could slide the chest down the hill or drag it down the hill. You'd have to haul a shovel with you, but there's a garden here, so there's clearly gardening supplies, including shovels. It would probably take you a few hours to haul a chest down the mountain to a reasonable spot, dig a hole, bury it, and then maybe another hour or two to come back. We'll have to roll some dice to figure out the exact, like, when you come across a good enough spot to hide it.
Let's talk about these beds.
Yeah.
Are these like the are they kind of like sleeping bags where they're kind of just like a little mattress that lays on the ground?
Yeah, it's
Or are they
like a rolled up futon style mattress that you
Cool.
could roll and tuck under an arm if you needed, but they're kind of heavy.
Do I feel like? Yeah. So do I feel like I could tie them to the beds and then like drag them with me? My goal is tie both of them to the beds. I'll have like rope and I'm gonna drag them both, and he can handle the chests. Or vice versa. I have 11 strength, so it's not like I'm super weak. I have 15 con as well.
But I think it's going to take one person to manage one body. I don't know if you can slide
One person
two
manage one body?
friends down a hill at the same
You
time.
don't think I can slide 2 friends on a sleigh down the hill?
You know, we can make some dice rolls, but if you fail, if the dice rolls go poorly, it means
Yep.
like someone goes off this side of the mountain or like slides into something and is re-injured, and it'll just make the situation worse. So we can try it, but you'll be taking a bigger gamble if you want to try and manage
You know, I'm
two
a
bodies.
gambling man, Koibu. However, all right, Sail, go and
What?
hide the chests. We should have a few hours. I'm going to try and get these guys situated on these beds, and then you're going to come back and help me.
Sale is just exhausted at this point, so he just kind of like is dumbly following what.
Yeah, so
No,
you go hide one chest. Go hide one chest. That's what I'm asking of you.
Yeah. You
Okay.
could literally ask me to walk up the side of
Yeah.
the mountain and like do it. I'm just that exhausted.
So Sail is going and hiding a chest. Nilrim gets the other chest. He's gonna bring it over here, and he is kicking that chest down the fucking mountain, Koibu, if possible. Or he'll find a spot where you can kick the chest down the mountain.
So you want to bring it to a mountain slope and just shove it off and let it tumble.
Shove it off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. One chest will be buried. One chest will be thrown off the edge of the mountain.
Does it break? Do coins come out? What do I see? I can give you a perception check if you want. I'm not too...
I need you to make me a saving throw for the chest to see if it will
Oh, I
maintain
want the
its
chest
integrity.
to fucking die.
Yeah. This is gonna be somewhere
Here's some
between
massive
these.
penalties.
I'm gonna give it a saving throw versus crushing blow. The chest has a saving throw of 9. So you need you need less than a 9 on a d20 for the chest to crack or break open.
Can I argue some penalties because it's being like thrown down a huge mountain? So maybe like a -2 because it is going to be like tumbling.
But
and
it's
then,
not like
falling
a
off
sheer
of...
cliff, right? It's going to be
Oh,
like a
it's not a
tumble
sheer
and a
cliff?
bounce and a bounce. Yeah. It's not quite
Okay.
vertical.
1d20?
Yeah,
Less than a
1d20, less than a 9.
Beautiful.
Yes. It tumbles, and then you hear like a crack, and then you hear the jingling of coins as the chest breaks down the mountain somewhere. There are a lot of trees in the way.
It's good.
You can hear it. Those coins are going to be spilled all over the mountainside. It'll take someone weeks to reclaim that money.
They're
to
going to
find it all.
assume that all of the treasure was thrown off the mountainside into that area, okay? How are they going to know?
That's actually so big, brain. I was
Yeah,
sitting
it's
here
huge.
thinking, what are you doing? Okay.
That's
So
very
they're
clever.
not going to go looking for the other chest, hopefully.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to get them both tied up to the beds, treat their wounds as best as I can. If there's any like medical supplies, mundane, I'm going to grab those. I'm going to
Yep.
stuff those in the beds with them. And then I will bring them out here and await Sail's return for us to sled into the forest, I guess, the
Yeah.
switchback.
You can add, I don't know, up to 5 pounds of bandages to your character sheet if you'd like. As many bandages as you'd like, practically, because there is
Sure,
a
so-
medical supply here for the soldiers who stay in this garrison. I don't think there's anything else that you would need from it. They don't have, you know, neosporin or antiseptics or antibiotics, so
I'll add 5 pounds of bandages.
there you go.
Still at base encumbrance.
Sail?
Any personal wealth or anything on any of these soldiers?
Yeah,
any-
each one of them has some amount of money on them, and if you search the palace, you'll be able to find things that are individually valuable as well.
I assume Sail's gone for a few hours, so I'm just gonna like search. I'm not gonna be grabbing like cutlery or anything like that. Mainly just easy to use money.
Right.
Or like a golden necklace, a ring, you know.
You will find in some of the bedrooms that look like they're occupied, one must be the Master of Arms bedroom, and in there you find 3 bags of 50 silver each, plus 3 gold coins.
Very nice.
And then
Adding
amongst the other guards, you can pick up a total of, let me roll some dice here. You can find a total of 37 silver and 15 copper on the guards and in the guards' rooms. So that's
Glad
what
they don't find 1,100 silver coins in my bag.
Ah,
Yeah,
Thank God.
I didn't search you. I kept that on you. Okay, and then the last thing, I'm assuming that there's not going to be any magical items in here, is my guess. However, I am going to check the Master at Arms bedroom. Are there any weapons or anything like shoes, sandals that look like pristine?
let's see. All of his clothes and gear are well kept. His sword is probably the most valuable thing that he personally owns, but it doesn't look
type of
magical.
sword was it?
It's an arming sword.
I recall. Do my people use that?
I don't think so. I think all your people use cutlasses.
I'm gonna just tuck it with my Captain John Winters because he's a Master at Arms. I assume this is just worth money.
Yeah, if you could find a place to sell this, it's worth well more than your average sword. However, anyone on this particular island would
Will know
probably be
it's
able
his
to, anyone in the know, anyone who would want to
Yeah.
buy that sword from you would be able to identify it. So you'll have to sell it on another island. Or trade it or something, who knows. Sail, why don't you give me that constitution check we were talking about earlier? Let's see how your efforts up and down the mountain go.
I have pretty good con. So.
Big.
Yeah, it is. Dogged determination. Your strength may be failing you, but you just keep going on no matter what. Hours later, when,
Is there another? Is there another like big chest? I don't care if it contains money. It could even just contain like mundane things like clothing. I
Yes.
just want to throw that chest off the mountain. I'm gonna pull the clothing out. I just want to make it look like there are 2 chests that have fallen down the mountain.
Yes,
Same
there
spot.
are plenty of other chests filled with supplies, with clothes, with rope, whatever you might need to haul things up and down a mountain.
I'll
so you
pull
can-
out all of the rope out of one chest. I'll take the empty chest and I'm gonna just kick it off where I kicked the other chest. I just want there to be 2 broken chests falling down the mountain now.
It too tumbles down the mountainside. This chest is empty, so it's less likely to break. So roll me a d20 and roll, I don't know, 8 or less on a. Yeah, so this one will tumble down the mountainside and get
It is
caught
open,
between some
though.
trees somewhere. That's true. You did open it.
Yeah.
Yes. Because it wasn't locked, so it's open. It's lying there. It's good diversion. Dale will get back up to you as the sun is setting.
As I'm
And-
walking up the mountain, Thale he's been stretched to his breaking point, and now he is kind of angry at everything, especially his god, or Roi, and he is now just continuously calling Roi's attention, like spitefully, like just as he's looking around the corpses, like, is this what you want? Is this what you want? Is this what you want? And he starts dragging the corpses out the front of the palace and butchering them.
Oh.
And, like he's just lost it. He just starts butchering the corpses. He starts painting symbols on the walls, like random Astaire symbols. He brings the body to the kitchen. He like chops it up, takes out all the plates, put a different body part on each plate. Like he has just gone full cult.
Whoa. Give me a perception check while you do this.
Oh, no.
You've gone full madman, and you don't recognize the signs of your god reaching out to you in your haze of rage as you butcher these bodies.
Norm will eventually run into you, I'm assuming, butchering. Sail! This isn't the time for this. We need to get them out of here.
I ignore Nelram, like, and just continue cutting up bodies and like throwing body parts around.
And like drawing signs on the walls with the blood and viscera.
Yeah, like I'm like every god symbol I can think of, I'm drawing, and like just everything. I'm even making some up. Like I'm drawing like a cuttlefish and like octopus and all these any sea creature that I know of. I'm drawing on the walls.
Mm-hmm.
We've probably been here for a few hours, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Nilrum's gonna try one more time to get his attention. If he's not cool, if he's not gonna give his attention to Nilrum, Nilrum
If
is
you give
going
me a
to try
shove,
to.
you'll.
Yeah,
you give me a
Nilrum.
shove.
Well, he's not gonna shove you because he's afraid of you right now.
You can
Me
throw some at
too.
me.
He will like wave his hands and like point to like the captain and Archie. We have to get these guys out of here. There's no time for this. Come on, I plead with you, or I'm gonna have to take them myself.
Sail is like holding like a thigh in his hands and just kind of like doesn't even register Nilrum's face, and then it's like he kind of snaps out of it and like looks down. He's like, "What the fuck?" and like drops the thigh and it's like, "Oh my god!" And then he
I'll hand him John Winter's. No, I'll hand him Archie's rope to like take him down, and I'll take John.
can I make an anatomy skill check to see how horrifying the effigy I've made is?
Mm-hmm. I don't know if you need the skill check in there, but make it anyway. Yeah. In the lucidity of this moment, you can see the absolute horror that this place has become. This was once a fine palace of a noble family, beautifully tucked away in these mountains. And now it is a defiled temple to the madness of warfare and blood. There are, body parts littering everywhere. There's a symbol of a stair painted on the walls, just like dripping down with blood here and there. There are it's a ungodly, unholy abomination of a sight.
Pure carnage.
Yeah.
It is defiled,
Yeah.
Yep.
Even the fish pond is covered with blood and viscera.
There's like eyeballs floating in it and stuff. I'm just bobbing along. Yeah, I'll kind of snap back to reality. I'll start assisting Newton or Nilrum.
All right. With the bodies tied to the beds, you can slide them down the mountainside carefully. The mud makes it slippery and difficult to manage. But you guys can get on down. Mooten, can I get a con check from you as well?
Yeah.
It's a hard day for you, buddy. It's a hard day. You get partway down the mountain. Where are you going with these? Are you taking them all the way down? Are you going to try and drag them up into the mountains?
We're trying to like. So wherever I think will be the most hidden. I don't know if there's like a forest. You'd have to, I guess, int check it. Wherever I think will be the most hidden is where we will go. If need be, I'll go into exhaustion. Stuff like that.
Okay. So
I can dispel your fatigue.
Do you have a dispel fatigue spell ready?
No, as long as I get a rest, I can do it.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys can haul these bodies down the mountain in the evening as the sun disappears, and when you finally get to a spot where you think you can hide things, the darkness of the night, the clouds overhead, the rain, it makes it too hard to really see where you're going or what you're doing. You're gonna have to stop here for the night. There's a relatively flat spot so you won't roll away in the middle of your sleep. There's a little bit of shelter provided by the trees, but you're still like damp. The ground around you is wet. Some of it's gonna trickle into you. These beds that you've brought with you are like dirty and muddy on the bottom side. The top is sort of damp as well, but at least they're cozy and comfortable on some level. You guys can rest here.
Can I say some of the shit that I just wanted to steal from the house?
Yeah.
Fire starter kit.
Yep, you would find that.
Easily. Candle.
Yep, lots of candles.
Rations.
Yes, lots of rations.
Water skins.
Yep, tons of them.
Okay. I'm just gonna be like shoving these like in the bed with them, like tying them up to them, or tying like in a bag to them, if possible. It's not gonna be like a fuckload of stuff, but I think that should be it. I'm just trying to make it so we have like a week's worth of supplies to camp out.
Yeah, there's a full garrison here, so there is plenty of food to be found. You might have to like grab blocks of cheese and some loaves of bread. It's not sort of pre-prepared traveling rations, but there's lots of food to be found. And your companions all have backpacks that you can shove them in. You'll probably find some of John's treasure as you're like looking for places to stash
Yeah,
things.
what the
And you're like,
fuck
oh,
does
John's
John have?
backpack. And you like open his backpack to put some food in, and you just see like a shit ton of silver in his backpack.
How much?
Like
Because no one will be
1,000.
going through it, and he'll be, and I'm surprised by this, because
Yeah.
that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
I'll take John's feather out of his hat, and I'm gonna put it in the silver bin, or like in his little silver supplies, as just a. I know what the fuck you're doing, John. Okay, you're not smart. You're not cool. I understand. Close it up. I pull out my oversized pipe and my pound of tobacco or whatever it is, and I fire starter it, and I just start smoking the old dude's pipe.
Yeah. Well, the tranquility of the aftermath of the battle slowly gives way to a thunderous storm later that evening. You guys struggle to stay dry. You struggle to get any semblance of good, useful rest. But at least you're not going to get more exhausted by hiking across the mountains in the middle of the night.
Are we able to get spells?
Ooh. I don't think so. I think it is wet, it's rainy, it's cold, it's sort of, well, it's not that cold, but it's miserable settings. You guys won't fully get good sleep, but you will get enough that you can function the next day without too many problems. You will be awoken by some amount of thunder and lightning that strikes close to you, and as your eyes come up, you see that it is not the pitch black of the middle of the night, but it is the just darkness of a stormy day. Surely the guards would have made it home by nightfall, and it might have taken all night to get people together, but by sometime today, if they're brave enough to come up a mountain in a rainstorm, they should be coming up the mountain today.
We're gonna
What are you
keep
gonna do with
going
these?
where we think that the hiding place is.
Okay.
So it sounded like we're gonna go up into like the mountain. However, we're
Right.
gonna go on the other side, away from the coins, into like the jungly area of it.
Okay. I'm going to need both of you guys to pass me a strength check in order to help haul your friends up and over this mountainside.
Okay.
Wow. All right. It is a
job, guys.
tough day of travel, hauling unconscious bodies tied to futons up a mountainside, and you'll have to like leave John here for a moment, and both of you haul Archie up, and then like tie Archie in his bed to a tree, and then haul John up, and then take turns together dragging these people up. But before the day is out, you can crest the mountain. See the town down below full of little lights everywhere, smokestacks rising. The lightning flashes will show you that there are the same number of ships in the harbor. That ship that belongs to Lady Nightingale has not yet arrived back, and you guys are safe on top
who
of
is
the
the
mountain?
goddess, or who is like the god of like the sea? That would be like Nadine. That would fall under Nadinus.
Yeah, she's probably the closest deity to a sea goddess.
I'm gonna have a conversation with Seol, and let him. Seol, saw you. You were desecrating the place, and I'm cool with that. I'm all for that. However, seems like we're gonna be setting out to sea soon. I do implore you, the one goddess that you shouldn't piss off in this world, for us, it's gonna be Nadinus. Okay? We probably want to work closely with her and make sure our sea travels are easy. I've heard of many a mermaid sinking many a ship. You can do what you want. I'm just giving you that heads up.
Yeah, I don't really remember what happened.
I'll explain
remember-
in great detail what happened.
I don't think I've heard I don't think I painted Nadinus's. I know I painted a lot of his stare because I hate that guy right now.
I'll try to recall. Did he paint Nadinus' symbol?
Ooh, let's see. There's something that could maybe resemble it. There's like a swirly thing that might look like a
Yeah.
leaf, but there was so much blood that it was hard to tell if it was intentionally a leaf or it was just like some random shit that sort of looked like it.
That's why no one would have brought it up then. Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about
I'll,
that. Yeah.
Is there kind of like turn and look at Nilram like very serious, like is there like a way to apologize to a god?
You're the cleric, not me. Give it a sacrifice.
yeah.
I don't know.
I'll have a think about that one.
Okay. I'll haul John on my. I'll grab his rope, put it on my back, and I'll start walking deeper in the forest.
Right.
Yep, I'll follow along.
So you guys are on the top of the mountain. You can try and find a place up here to rest, or you can try and go down the other side of the mountain and into the jungle on the backside of Port Ferris. Which would you like to do?
Are there any like abandoned prospector shafts or anything like that?
Yeah, you can spend part of the day looking around for one of those things.
Yeah, I want to be on the top of the mountain, and if there's like an abandoned mine or something, that'd be like the best spot. I think on the top of the mountain's best.
What you scour within a reasonable range of you doesn't turn up any abandoned mine shafts or anything up here. If there were something up here once upon a time, it seems that the jungle has reclaimed it. The ground is thick with grass and bushes. The trees are everywhere. Vines cover much of the terrain. There might be something buried somewhere around here, but if there is, it's been lost to time.
That's fine. We'll
That's
go
a clever
a
idea,
little
which
bit-
I like.
We'll go a little bit into the jungle due to the fact that we want some cover from like rain and stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Nilram, where do you think we are heading to? Like, what are we looking for?
I don't know. I just want to be a little bit in the jungle so we don't get rained on. And I think up here is far enough away that they're not going to be looking for us as much.
Excellent. I would like both of you to make me non-proficient survival checks. I'm going to give you a roll in just a moment to make here so we can see how well you guys can create like makeshift shelter and like a place where you could rest well enough to get your spells back. So survival is intelligence. So
Yeah,
make a d20 plus half your intelligence check. So Mooton, that's going to be d20 plus 9. McWhiskey
19.
kills it. Yeah. The cleric finds a way. He creates just enough shelter with some like broken branches, then using the tools that you've brought with you, manages to cut a few more, create just enough of a shelter that you guys can tuck yourselves away and slowly dry off over the course of the day. By the time you wake up tomorrow, you will be able to get your spells and...
Were they able to
your-
get healing last night or no? If we can't get spells, can they get 1 point of healing?
They
Or no?
will be able to get 1 point of healing tonight. Yes.
Okay. 1 or 2 because we have herbalism. Or is it 3? I don't remember.
If it's full bed rest and herbalism, you could get 3, but they're being like
They're in a
hauled
bed.
up and down a mountain, you know, in a rainstorm. So I'm going to say 1 is our maximum
this time.
available. Yeah.
For the rest of this whole time, because I think we're planning on just staying here at this new camp that we've made. Will they get 2 or will they get bed rest because I brought beds?
It's
that
not a
make sense?
warm, dry bed. Yeah, I know what you're
No,
saying.
for sure not. Okay.
Yeah. So we're going to do 1 for now. You're in,
Okay.
you know, shitty jungle conditions.
Fun.
Yep. I think in ideal circumstances, though, they can get 3 per day with our skills.
Right.
They can.
Right. Under ideal circumstances, totally 3. But this is far from ideal. It'll take 2 more days for the captain to get up and another 2 days after that for Archie to get up. But you have at least a week's worth of food for the 4 of you. You have
Level
water,
up.
plenty of water, and you have a nice warm makeshift dry cavey thingy in which you can stay. The storm will last for a few more days until it blows itself out.
Nilram, during these few days, he's going to be going through his spell book. When I do level, I'm immediately taking the Reveal Doors spell. And am I allowed to, like, research up here?
I don't know what you mean by research.
I want to research the knock spell that I have in the book. I don't know really how, I guess it would...
Oh,
how
when
it
you say
works.
research, you mean like learn a new spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Yes, as long as you have some privacy and solitude, as long as Sale's not coming by every 5 minutes and like poking you.
No, I'll let him know that I'm figuring shit out.
Yeah, you can do some spell learning while you're tucked away in this cave in the mountains.
Cool.
This makeshift cave. So we're just going to skip ahead for a little while. I'm going to skip 5 days so that everyone is at least conscious. That'll bring us
Can I
to
do the
1,
spell
2,
learning roll?
3. Yeah.
Okay, the spell that I'm going to be learning from his thing, his spell book, is going to be Knock. It's a 2nd level spell. How many days does that take? It's
2d2.
2d2. Take me 3 days,
Excellent.
and we're skipping ahead 5 days.
Yeah, we're skipping ahead 5.
Oh, I'm gonna try to learn another. See if I get lucky. If it fails, or if I am interrupted, I can still try again later, or no?
Yes, so roll the 2d2 first, or the whatever d whatever first, and then yeah,
It would work.
you
Okay,
can try
so,
another spell.
Probably. Give me a minute to think about it. Sorry, I didn't thought about the second one.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
couple days later, Archie and John wake up.
A couple of days later, or I mean, Archie's on -5.
Yeah, well, so 2 days later, John
Been 5
wakes up,
days,
and
yeah.
2 days after that, Archie wakes up.
Okay. Will we manage to camp until Archie wakes up?
Yes.
So
Yes.
I'll probably just stay in bed healing, I guess, if I'm. Yeah.
There's not much else to do. You wake up when the storm is still going on,
So I,
and
you know,
other than
wait,
walk
okay.
around in the rain, what are you gonna do?
I wake up like, oh god, spitting water out of my mouth. Where? Nilrim, where are we? What's going on?
Quiet down, John. I'm trying to learn spells here.
No.
We're at the top of the mountain. We were able to get you out, and the chest is buried. I give him a sharp eye.
Oh, I get a look of relief washes over my face, and you know where it is?
Thale does.
Okay, I know it's not good. Good lads.
There were
good
2
lads.
chests. This one might make you tear up. One of the chests is buried. The
Two
other one
chests,
I.
fantastic. Think
other
of all
one
the
I-
things we'll buy. All the women. Nilrim, think of the women.
The other one I
Glorious.
kicked off the mountain, John. We couldn't.
You
We couldn't put it away. However,
did
it'll
okay.
create an excellent diversion.
I wasn't there for that, so you cannot blame me for that.
If I wasn't so weak, I'd kill you.
I'm gonna
the
embellish.
chest.
Tell him how it was a chest just full of pure diamond and platinum coins, and how I saw the prettiest necklace I've ever seen in my life. Pure like ruby, sapphire, all
Oh
of
my
it.
God.
It just like slowly went down the mountain.
Wait,
I tried
so-
to grab a hold of it, John. I tried to grab a hold of the necklace.
Wait, so what was in the chest that you kept?
I don't know.
That's the one you don't know.
We couldn't open that one.
It sounded like copper, to be honest, inside it. I'm joining in.
You idiots! You idiots!
Maybe some pewter or something, you know?
It's fine,
Oh, no.
John.
That guy with the sword, did I get him?
You got him.
He got you, and then I got him.
Okay, good.
I will pull his sword out and I'll hand it to John.
Thank
For you, Captain.
You can keep what you kill.
Thank you, Nora. I'll hold the sword to my sword chest and go back to sleep. In the
Right.
rain. Wait, do we have some sort of shelter?
Yes.
We have like a makeshift, yeah.
Great.
Is that sword like immaculate? Like it's like really nice?
Yes.
Not
it's
magical,
ru-
but it's like nice, yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Cool.
I think a normal arming sword sells for like 300 silver. This one would probably sell for 2.5 times that much.
Oh no, I'm just mentally thinking about how jealous Sale is of my sword. Like,
Got it. Yeah. Well, a few days later, Archie will rouse from his sleep, or at least, get to a point where he can talk and move somewhat. And I think this is a great point for us to absorb that experience and take our levels. So, who has leveled up?
I have.
Nilrim the Great has.
Excellent. Well, Nilrum, do you want to roll us some hit points?
1d8? 1d6?
No, 1d6, my friend.
1d6 plus 2. That's huge.
Whew. Plus
That is
one?
huge.
Plus... I thought it was plus 2, am I wrong?
15 con plus 1.
Oh, no, yeah, you're right. Plus 1.
So that'll
So
bring
I'll
you
take
to 9. And since your HP goes up proportionately and you were already at full because you spent 4 days resting, then you can be at 9 out of 9. This is 3rd level. That gets you 1 3rd level spell per day. You're a specialist, aren't you? A dimensionalist?
I am
Yeah,
a
2nd level.
dimensionalist.
You're right. So it'll give you 1 2nd level dimensionalist spell and 1 2nd level spell per day. Did you learn a dimensionalist spell upon level?
I am not gonna. I'm gonna learn reveal doors.
Excellent. And you got knock, and you have 1 more that you can roll for.
Yeah, I'm gonna do fog cloud.
Okay, roll it.
I want low.
Yeah. You had an 80%
Well, that's
chance
gonna
or
be for
something?
the 85. That's gonna be for the knock. I have to roll the fog cloud actually.
Okay.
I have to roll both. So knock. That's fine.
Excellent.
I learned my spells unlike other people.
Wait a minute. Sorry. Doesn't you get a minus 15% for spells that aren't dimensionalist?
I think you're
You just had to say it, didn't you, Moon? You see, I didn't want to do
Oh
it.
my
I didn't
God.
You
want
did
to
it.
do
You did. You got me. You got
What
me.
is this? Is this Nick torpedoes our campaign day? Like,
He got me.
Whoa! I
That's
haven't done
fair.
anything. This whole torpedo meme, I take issue with it.
What is my 85% chance to learn minus 15%? I still get the second one, right? Yeah.
Yeah, let me double check because I think that's right. That's
I'm-
right for
I'm like
most
99%
specialists.
sure that's
yeah,
right,
yeah,
yeah.
But I just don't remember if dimensionalists have a funky way of functioning.
Could have been the other way, Nick. Should have been the other spell.
Yeah.
By the way,
Wait,
chat can't
which one
see
did we
the
lose?
We lost knock.
Ah, you idiot.
You idiot.
You bloody moron. I was doing an accent there, but that's probably what you think I sound like normally.
I could tell the difference. It sounded strange.
Oh, okay, that's good.
I don't know what specific region it's from, but
Yeah.
it sounded a little bit more posh.
Does anyone have the dimensionalist spells on hand? I don't know what they are.
It's in a really stupid part of a stupid book.
Yeah, it is. Purple one. It's in a really fucking stupid part. Might be.
Who else is leveled up?
I believe Sale has leveled up actually.
Yeah, you followed the regular specialist rules.
Fantastic.
15% chance failure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. But you get plus 15% on dimensional spells.
It's true. So I can't fail a dimensional spell.
It's a shame there's only like 7 of them.
Yeah.
Next
That's right.
person to level. Who is it?
Sale.
Sale.
Yeah, I can do it.
Why don't you roll us a 1d8 plus your 2 for high con for HP?
I rolled
Oh,
God!
10 HP.
You beast! 22 HP now. Holy fuck.
25
No,
HP. I think it's like the
25.
tankiest,
yeah.
What?
the tankiest cleric on Earth, dude.
Yeah.
So, I had a level 9 character with 15 health. 15.
Dude, I always take high con as my third stat. It's like necessary.
That's good, yeah.
And this puts you at level 3.
Yes. Sorry. I think I get 2 level 2 spells.
I believe you get 1 for level and then 2 for your high wisdom. So you should have 3 level 2 spells available to you.
Oh.
What was the spell that I got, Neil? It's not reveal doors because it's a second level spell.
Right. This is a separate spell. It's just called Reveal.
I will find it.
I don't think it's on the spell list. It is a unique spell.
Oh.
I will have to write up something for you for it. Did I
Okay.
put it over here somewhere? Because it keys into another custom spell that I didn't want both of them floating around before you got them.
Would you say that is a dimensionalist spell?
No, it is an illusion spell, actually.
Can I learn those?
Yeah. Can't you? I don't think dimensionalists are barred from any class of magic.
Thought that they were. But maybe
Really? It'd be good if they're not. Also, Neil, chat can't see the rolls, and I only ask you again because
Oh, yeah.
they've sent me like 17 messages.
Oh, yeah. Well, there we go. Fixed. Invoker, illusionist, dimensionalist. Opposed is, enchantment, charm, and necromancy. Cool. There you go.
Those are the trash ones, anyways.
Yeah.
Archie, did you level up?
Nope.
Are you already level 3?
Yes.
Okay. I leveled up to level 3 fighter now.
Okay.
Wait, do you need to do the rest of Potato's level, or does he know?
He gets a +1 to hit for level, which we will add to his combat modifier on his combat page. Yep, it's already added. There we go. And
Do our
Use
saves get
spells,
fucked
right?
with?
wizard saves go up at level 6. Cleric saves go up at level 4. Rogue saves go up at
Sweet.
level 5. Fighter saves go up at level 3.
So I do get new saves. But Sail gets...
You
new
get
spells,
second
right?
level spells, yeah.
Yeah, I get an absolute rage of
Shitload.
spells.
You get like a fuckload of them, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna roll my HP then, Neil.
Please.
You ready?
Yes.
Challenge
I'm
me with
hoping
energy.
for low, sadly, because you fucked me on the knock spell.
Come on, you're gonna do that over one spell.
Alright, you can have high. I'm fine.
Thank you. So it's my fighter level, so it's D10 plus 1.
This is a fighter level, yeah. D10 plus 1
Yeah.
divided by 2.
No more than 8.
Wait, can I get a Potato to roll it for me?
No, he already
Sure.
rolled high. He's gonna roll low now.
If you want
What do you
someone
want
else
me
to
to
roll
roll?
your dice for you,
Okay, it's okay.
That's
I'm,
fine,
I'll,
that's
I'm
average.
happy. I'll take a 6. So I get 3 HP. Okay.
you get 3.
Let's go. Wait, I'm on like 1 or 2 HP now though, so maybe I get one more. day's worth
Sure,
of
you'll
healing.
be at 2 by the time this kicks in.
So I'm on 3.
So, yeah.
Okay. That's not bad.
Just for clarification, the fog cloud looks like cloud kill.
Yeah.
If it says so, then it says so.
As a cloud kill like fog.
Then yes, it looks like cloud kill.
Nice.
So I get new saves, Neil. And
Yes.
use a hit bonus.
Yes.
Don't get any proficiencies or anything, right?
3rd level fighter gets a weapon proficiency.
And a weapon proficiency, nice.
Yes. In fact, 3rd level cleric gets a non-weapon proficiency. 3rd level wizard gets a non-weapon proficiency as well.
Oh, I get a proficiency?
Yes, you get a non-weapon proficiency. So this is one of these little soft things that we need to manage. If there's some sort of skill that you've been using so far in the campaign that you want to say you pick up now, you can pick it up now. Or if there's something that you want to gain that you haven't interacted with yet, then we'll have to like devise some sort of RP situation where you at least give it a shot and practice it a little bit, and then you can pick it up fairly quickly thereafter. Is there something that you know you want already?
I feel like thematically, Sailor spent like his entire last like 2 weeks we've been on this island like surviving. So maybe survival would be like a proficiency to pick up.
Survival is one of these 2-slot proficiencies. So you can take the first slot in it right now, and then when you hit level 6, you can take the second slot in it. And that way, instead of dividing your check by 2, you'll be dividing it by 3/4, or by it'll go down by 1/4. It is a difficult skill to learn, but that totally works if you want. Survival has come in super handy and will continue to be an extremely useful thing out in these islands.
Do you have appraising, Nick?
I will take a minute though just to think
no.
about my choice.
No, that is what I was going to take. It's a weapon proficiency I got right now, not non-weapon.
Correct.
I think I'm
Fighter-
gonna take appraising and I'll get it in 2
Okay.
levels. It keyed off of int.
Oh, it's int. Okay, yeah, you do it then.
Yeah. All right, I'm taking appraising.
Excellent.
I have half of it.
I don't know what weapon to take.
And to clarify, it is not X for wizard for appraising, so that means I have to take
It
double.
does take
so
2
2.
slots, yeah.
That'll be fine. Okay, so I'll get half now and half later.
Yep.
Which I think is dumb that it's not for wizard. You know, appraising.
Yeah, it's a rogue
Wizard
ability.
shit. Yeah. Rogues are stupid.
All right. You guys are resting up here on top of the mountain. Archie, do you have any words when you wake for the rest of the party?
Yeah, Archie will wake up. He'll like look around for a second to confirm where he is, and he'll just look up at the ceiling. He will scream, "Nightingale!" and he will smash his fist, and then he's fucking pissed at this point at her.
Yeah, Nilram will give you a look over and he'll say, I actually agree. I think that she sent us up here to meet our deaths.
You know, I've been thinking that myself.
However,
I'm gonna kneel by Archie and like bless his fist and say, I'm gonna make sure this enters her skull.
however, it does seem like it's like a win-win for her. You know, either we die and the problem's gotten rid of, or we get the gold. I don't think it's necessarily the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, well, let's not do anything until we get our hands on that ship of hers.
I agree.
Let's get the ship. We lied to her about where we buried the treasure. If I remember correctly, she said she was going to wait 6 months before digging it up, so...
I get another first level spell as well, Koibu. Sorry, I'm kidding.
Ooh. Nice.
I'm asking. I don't remember.
I will look.
Not at level 3.
Not a level 3. Okay.
I don't think so.
So it's still going to
maybe
be
you do,
2 plus
actually.
1?
It is still 2 plus 1.
Still 2 plus 1. Okay. Thank you. I'll look over to Captain Winters and say, I had a, I don't know what the word is. I don't know. An insight. I can now get us into the laboratory.
You learnt the spell?
I learned the spell.
Ah, thanks the gods we can get off this stupid island. Alright, let's find this thing. We'll get to the ship. Take whatever's in there, put it on the ship, and fuck off.
Let's do another day of rest. I will cast armor. Wait, when they were knocked out, could I have cast armor on them, Koibu?
Yeah. I don't see why
Okay,
not.
so during those 5 days, I would have cast my armor spells on everybody. Everybody has armor again.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Oh, my magic missile is gonna be sick now.
Oh yeah.
Finally. Okay, and then I'll take 2 detect magics, 1 magic missile, and a reveal doors. And I'll look to Captain Winters and ask him.
Isn't
you
that
ready to
too
go find
many? Is detect magic or magic missile
Ooh.
what you call it spell?
I forgot that magic missile wasn't. Yeah, you're right. I used to
Yeah.
be an invoker or whatever. I
Yeah.
thought I was gonna be that. I'll take an enlarge, 1 detect magic, and 1
And
magic,
one magic
missile.
missile. Perfect.
So how much HP have we recovered?
I think at this moment in time, Archie is on the brink of consciousness. He's like technically at 0. He'll be at 1 tomorrow. You're at 3. Nilrum's at 9. Sail's at 25.
That's shit.
Let's give it one more day and then we can go. Should we take a break though?
Yes, we'll take our break here. We'll come back on the other side with a little bit more Tides of Death.
I took
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tides of Death. I think just as I was transitioning us to the away screen, Sail was trying to tell us what non-weapon proficiency he was going to take. What are you taking there,
Yeah,
Sail?
my timing was off, but I'm taking butchery. I think it's more appropriate for what just happened.
Yeah. Yeah. Now you know how to butcher a person, a creature. You can cut meat up real good.
Damn right. I'm gonna be trying to do my best to make use of this skill.
Excellent. So, party members, the storm is slowly fading away. You guys are up here on the top of this mountain. Indubitably, are search parties out looking for you guys, looking for this treasure, but they haven't made their way to you, probably because of the strength of the storm. It's just difficult to scour a mountain in the middle of all this rainfall. So now that it is breaking... Okay.
What HP am I at now?
You're
Sorry.
at 1, buddy. You're at 1. Nick should be at 4 by now. No, yeah, 4 by now.
I say we
now.
give it one more day. I don't think Archie on 1 HP is a good spot to be leaving.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay. We wait another day. While you wait this day, you undoubtedly discuss amongst the 4 of you your plans for the near future.
Yes. Well, the plans are to find that laboratory, rest up, then go and find Nightingale and get our ship.
Hell yeah. Nightingale must pay for what she did to us. She sent us to our deaths, and I'm not happy about it.
I better be the one to kill her.
Well, listen, guys. Nightingale, if she thinks that we're still on her side, we might be able to make use of her later. We can come back here, we can get revenge when the time's right. Right now, we don't really need any more enemies. Why don't we let her think that we're still her friend? We'll lie about where the treasure is. We'll take the ship. We'll come back here one time in the future, take her hospitality, and we'll confront her then.
So proud of you, Captain. Come a long way.
Thank you, Norm. I'm not sure what you mean by that, but I'm not in the business of turning down compliments. So I'll have it. But, so where are we? We're on the other side of that mountain, so we're not too far away from the place, right?
Whoops, sorry.
Yeah, I think we know where the laboratory is, right?
Where's
Yeah.
the laboratory?
I don't fucking remember.
It was on the
I think I
edge
knew
of
at one
the
point,
lake.
right?
Wasn't it like here?
Wasn't the chest visible by the door? So it is to the north, by that little village, night market thing.
Oh shit, now we're confused.
Remember the original note was like, the reveal scrolls will be found by the door. Or wait,
Yeah, let me read.
or was that by the? Oh shit, I can't remember now.
In a
Should the
while.
need ever arise, a cache of revealing scrolls has been buried at the mountain, seen from the main entrance. In the second one. Oh wait, that is the one. Hold on.
Because there was 2 chests, right?
Yeah.
Where were the 2 chests on the map?
One was like
yeah.
up here,
Mm-hmm.
and the other was like in this lagoon.
So 1 chest here, 1 chest here.
That's right.
Here we go. Letter X. So what does that tell you about where the secret lair is?
Okay.
What was the sequence we went through in finding the chests? Like the original was supposed to have the reveal scrolls, and then there was like, how did we figure out the backup chest? There was like a note in that chest, the first chest,
Yeah,
wasn't there?
yeah. But and if you
So-
look at that note, the last sentence of it says, "Don't even try to dig up the spell. It sits in plain sight at the lab's woodshop for a good reason."
Correct. And we dug up the spell,
And that was in the lagoon, right?
and that was in the lagoon. So the lab is down there. Yeah.
That's what I think. Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
And we're closer to that anyway.
Correct.
Where's the lab? Point it out on the map with an arrow.
Yeah. Sure.
So the
Somewhere around
laboratory
there.
is over in the lagoon somewhere.
Well, it's the end. The woodshop can see the lagoon, at least. So somewhere down there. Milram said he knows where it is, so you know.
For my readings, the lab's woodshop is down there. That's where the lab is. Somewhere over there.
Yeah. So I was thinking like up here, you know.
Yeah.
So you think that these are 2 different... The first one says, by the mountain visible from the main entrance. So that main entrance is not the same as the lab.
Yeah.
Is the
that's-
thinking.
I guess.
Right, we're
so,
talking
yeah,
about
'cause
2
otherwise-
different places.
Was we speculated that the main entrance was like the main entrance of the town or something?
Okay,
And it used to be up there.
Yeah.
perfect.
Well, the main entrance of the night market, maybe. That he mentions.
I'm just gonna say for the record, I think it's up in the north, and so if we're wrong in like an hour, I want that known.
Yeah, okay, sure. Well, it's not like Milram led us in the completely wrong direction last time, to the point where we had to go around the entire island to find it. So I trust him wholeheartedly.
Taking 2 detect magics, 1 enlarge.
Okay.
I will also take the detect magic.
So you guys are already on the back side of this mountain a little bit, somewhat. So you can't see out over the ocean. You can't see the town anymore. And the plan is to come down the backside of the mountain and then over towards the lagoon and look for the lab.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
7 miles, we can do that in a day.
Yeah, you got to come down the mountain, which will take quite a bit longer because you got to switch back. It's not quite so straightforward. And the jungle is slow going, but you can do 7 miles in a day.
So we trudge through the sodden jungle,
You
dodging
do.
all the mosquitoes.
As
Slap one
the
against my neck. Hate this place. Sick of this jungle. There's no jungles like this in Eridon, you know.
as the rain gives way to jungle and swamp and marsh, you guys come across some of these random people that make their living by gathering things out of the jungle. We're going to do, you guys all roll a perception check. I'm going to roll a perception check for each of the people in their party, and we'll see who sees who first. They get a 27.
I got a 31.
Ooh, all right, Mooten. Nilrum, you guys are moving through the jungle when you spot a flash of orange. And at first you think it might be like a tiger or a toucan or some other sort of like brightly colored animal. And then you see it is the orange of someone's sleeve, who just happens to be wearing like a bright orange colored shirt. They are harvesting some bananas off of a tree that they have scampered up somewhat. They've got a machete in one hand.
Reasonably just like hide and we can just wait them out.
Yes, it's clear that they haven't seen you. They're focused on climbing this tree to get these bananas, but you are aware that there are now people around you. There are people nearby.
What's going through Nilrim's head is we are 4 people in the jungle. We are known murderers. The word is probably spread. These people will be extremely afraid of us if they see us. I'll put my hand up like this and tell everybody to get down, and I'm going to wait them out.
Yeah. You guys can wait and watch. They gather their bananas. What were we going to say, Nick?
No, I agree. That's what I was saying.
Gotcha. They gather their bananas and head off in a different direction. A few minutes later, you guys feel safe enough to continue your journey. You make it round backside of the mountain. You come out through this jungly area looking for something until you pop out on an edge and can see the lagoon in front of you.
Okay. So the lagoon that is there now is the laboratory's wood shop. That is a fact. Do you agree?
Well, the entrance of the wood shop can see the lagoon, is what I agree.
I agree with that. But this is buried in the center of the testing grounds. The reveal spell where we found, the reveal spell that we found is the lagoon, which is the center of the testing grounds.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that? Okay.
Yeah.
So we need to find the wood shop, and we need to then find the entrance, which I assume would be nearby. So I'm gonna cast Detect Magic, and I'm gonna just look around and see if I can find it.
Yeah, you don't find anything.
Can I do like a basic search to see if I like maybe find like a stone, like a rock that looks like it was used for a building, or any sort of hint that there was a building here? As a perception?
Yeah. You look around, it's just jungle. It's pretty clear that this jungle is fast growing, and if this wood shop is supposed to be, at least 1,000 years old, 2,000 years old, something like that, it's pretty well covered by the jungle by now. Especially if there's been a town near here. Hard to imagine that you guys would find hidden ruins right next to a town that town hasn't found in 2,000 years.
Can you explain what the reveal spell does?
Yeah, this is actually a great moment to talk about that. The reveal spell, by its very nature, is tied to a higher level spell that uses... it's very similar to... it's called a demi-shadow wall spell, and it creates a partially physically real wall that, if you're unaware that it is a phantom wall, is essentially real, will hold your weight, you can lean against it. It's like an illusory wall spell, but actually solid. You could throw a rock against it and the rock would physically bounce off of it. The reveal spell will turn that semi-real wall into a non-existent wall. It'll just like phase it out of existence for a period of time. And then when the spell wears off, the wall will fade back into existence.
So we'd have to find the wall first.
How long does this spell last? Is it something I can cast and it's going to be like a huge AoE and I'm going to like reveal everything and find the wall?
It is a, what do you call it? Everything within 60 feet of you, and then it'll last for a number of rounds equal to your level, and you can always, tone it down if you want it to be shorter.
Yeah.
What if it's not here, Nolan? What if it's up at the top of the island?
No, I'm bleeding. Hold
on. I'm saying this as I'm like kicking away grasses looking for stones after Sale points it out.
I will
Yeah.
point at the note. It's got to be here. It's got to be here somewhere. And I'll explain to you how the reveal spell works. But I just don't know how we find the entrance from the notes we've been given.
I'll say, like, is it crazy to think that this entire island was his laboratory? Like, the entire island almost encompassed various parts of it.
I'm gonna walk around. I want to see if I can get a view of the mountain. Because it says the mountain can be seen from the main entrance. So maybe there is like a point where the mountain is like super visible, and it's
If
like
you-
near a wall or whatever.
If you were to come all the way out to the tip of this area, you suspect you could see the mountain down this range. You'd have to venture all the way out there, and that would be sort of visible because you'd be walking across the lagoon, which is nice and flat with no cover. So it's a little dangerous to go check that out. But in theory, maybe from the very, very edge of the coastline, maybe you could see the mountain. But all this other area right here is going to get blocked by this mountain. It's going to be blocked by the thick jungle.
My assuming is that it's going to be like the laboratory is probably going to be actually underground, and maybe it's like a hole in the ground that we like go down into over here. But I think this is like Nilrum's last thoughts. You can see it from the main entrance. The night market blows in the wind or whatever. So
Yeah,
it's got to
well,
be down here probably.
I mean, I'm reading this note again. I'm standing there as no one's looking around. And in the Ark Ferris's letter, it does say, after so many years of my existence, it's only proper that the old laboratory and all within it goes to you. Please use this space to train your apprentices. I've trained you. May you enjoy the sounds of the night market blowing in on the wind for many more years, which implies actually the laboratory is by the night market.
Which is over here, right?
No, I thought the night market was up by the first.
That's what we maybe thought, right?
We did see, like, lights in the water. Maybe that has to be related to how the night market was put. Maybe it was put there specifically for that reason.
Well, if it's up there, we're gonna go next. I think, and Nilrum is just gonna start walking over here. We gotta check over here.
Yeah, let's check it out first. But
Sure. So the whole party together is going to go across the lagoon out to the point.
Now, Nilrum's gonna go probably. Nilrum will go with the captain. I don't know. He'll ask the captain, I guess. Do you think it's wise that 4 of us go over there?
I don't think we should split up.
Okay, let's go together.
6 miles across the sand, down the beach. It's an easy jaunt. The storm has blown itself out, but the clouds are always present above, always churning, always blowing in the same direction, always heading this way, in that clockwise direction around the island, around the whole collection of islands. Let's get a random encounter check.
Wait. Before we make this journey, I mean, the wood shop would be by the tree line, right? It's not going to be on the edge of the shore where there's no trees.
In 1,000 years.
You think the trees just
Islands
stop
can
growing?
change a lot.
I mean, I think that the lagoon wasn't probably in the center of his testing grounds 1,000 years ago.
I guess so. You're the smart guy here. If you say trees can change, I guess maybe it's true.
What do you want, Koibu?
I was going to make some random encounter
Okay,
checks.
no, that's fine. I voiced my concerns, and we
Duly noted, Captain.
As you come across this bottom side over here, you find some rubble of a recently shipwrecked ship. There's no survivors. There's just some planks that are washing up and some crates that are bound together with rope and hammered together with nails.
no survivors, just like the old lady said. That makes us so lucky.
After a little while, you arrive at the point. Nice sandy beaches all the way up and down. You can see town. Yeah, you can barely see the edge of town. You can definitely see the mountain near it. You can see little bits of smoke rising up from the chimneys throughout. You can see the few ships bobbing out in the harbor. But otherwise, it's just a sandy coastline. There's a little bit of grass, some trees here and there.
And I see the mountain. I want to find the exact point where I can definitely see the mountain. Okay.
Can you see this man?
You can definitely see this mountain without any problem whatsoever.
Mountain's not what we want.
But this one up here, you get to the very edge and you like go out and stand up to your knees in the water and like lean out a little bit, and you think you might be able to clip that mountain over there, but there's a lot of jungle between you and that mountain that blocks your line of sight. You can sort of see the top of it when you're standing in the water itself.
Does this island here also look like it could have been a mountain if there had been land near it?
So the mountain that we're looking for is
Well,
the mountain that we found the first spells
Yeah,
at.
so
right?
that's the mountain up at the top.
Yeah, so it is this mountain that we're looking for. Correct.
Gotcha.
Well,
Yeah, this is a mountain. Like, it just kind of comes out of the water that makes an island.
Gotcha.
And there
Trying to
are
think,
a
like,
couple of
any
other small,
possibility.
like, rocks out here as well. But they're not
I mean, fuck it.
particularly large.
I'm not going to be able to cast it later, so
Yeah,
might as well
just
cast it now.
Cast your spell.
I'm gonna, as soon as I feel like I'm in like the best spot that I can see the mountain, I'm just gonna cast. I guess I'll cast Detect Magic. Look
You already
around out
did?
here, see if it- That was way earlier. I have 2.
Okay, I thought you had a magic missile instead.
I swapped it. As,
Okay, sweet.
I said
You cast a second Detect Magic. You find nothing magical around you whatsoever.
Fuck it, reveal.
You cast your Reveal spell, and nothing changes. Nothing moves.
You stumped me.
Oh, I guess we try the top of the island then.
Yep.
Can we
Where
get
it's-
out of the open by the end of today?
Yeah. It's another
Can I-
6 miles back to cover. Another 2 hours.
Before we leave, can I try to read an omen nearby?
Absolutely.
Using a
You
tide pool?
need the tide pools, and here you are near the tide pools. What omen would you like to divine?
I will go to the shore, I'll find a tide pool, I'll kind of kneel in it, and rather than, grab nearby sand, I'll actually take some from my pendant. I'll just take a very small pinch and just kind of like put it there and be like, is what we seek here.
Okay. I will make a check. Omen reading. So the sands from your pendant fall into the water, which is how you do your omen reading. And sometimes it takes on different patterns or shapes. In this situation, it just kind of piles into like a singular ridge. Just like a I don't know, half-inch long, quarter-inch wide, half-inch tall, singular little ridge. Which you
Like a
interpret
mountain.
to be kind of like a mountain. And you don't see any mountains near you. So I think your divination tells you that this is not the spot, or at least the spot is a mountain, or something in that vein. Do you have
I like immediately stand up. How far does my detect magic go?
like 60 feet or something?
Wizards is longer, isn't it?
Detect
I think
magic.
it's the same.
Oh,
Yeah, they're both pretty short.
Oh, I thought it was like miles. No.
New.
It was only when he was looking for the beacon spell that he could
Right.
look for miles.
Ah, gotcha.
For you, it's 30 meters, 30 yards.
I'm gonna like. Could I make the connection that the ridge mountain looks a little bit like this mountain from a distance?
It does, yeah.
I'm gonna like immediately stand up and call everyone over to look at my omen and be like, I think that's the mountain we're looking for, and then I'll turn and point at that mountain over here. And I'll be like, I think we've been going the wrong way the entire time. I talked to my god, and I think he's telling us to go here.
Sail, that's just some sand. and
Yeah,
some
if I
water.
look at the sand, does the sand look like this mountain as well?
No, because that's more of a butte. That's more of like a singular peak rising out of nothing. The one that he made is much more of like a ridge that looks like the, either this mountain or this island. One of those more like classic ridge-like mountains. This is a beauty boy.
Yeah, I'll basically say I either think that the land around this mountain disappeared in 1,000 years, or this mountain over here is the one we're looking for.
It could also be this one. When we're at the top, could we see this mountain clearly or no?
Totally.
Oh shit!
But that's
Down
right
to
next
the
to the
palace?
town, isn't it? Wouldn't the town have found it after all these years?
No.
Dude, what
because
if
of
the
reveals,
palace is
no.
built on the entrance? The palace we were at.
Obviously,
That-
didn't find it.
that would, but that yeah, because there is like an extra mountain going up behind the palace.
Probably this mountain, because it's talking about the winds and the sounds of the night market, right? This is close enough that you could probably hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe somewhere on this mountain. This mountain wouldn't make too much sense.
That was close enough for this testing grounds to be like within an hour or two's walk. Like
Yeah.
oh, I'll go down to the testing grounds, you know.
We might as well check this one out, right? We're closest to it.
Yeah, it's a nice long mountain range. How do you search a mountain range?
Yeah.
Who the fuck knows?
Yeah. Well, you've got 3 clues, don't you? What are your individual clues?
We have 2 notes.
Mm-hmm.
You can,
And in the notes, none of them say exactly where the entrance is, other than the fact that the entrance is near, or you can see like the main mountain from the entrance.
Right. You can see this mountain from the entrance. You can see this
Yeah.
spot from the wood shop, and you can,
And you can hear
the night market.
Yeah,
Right.
So
So,
on top of the mountain sounds pretty good, actually.
that's what I'm thinking. Yeah,
which mountain?
this one.
Big mountain by the where we just come from.
Okay. Can't.
Back up the mountain then.
Back up the mountain. Go.
Yes.
Wait, does this mountain look like the sand? Is
What's
it a
this
ridge
one?
or is it a single mountain?
This one.
Yeah.
It's a ridge. It's not a butte. It's a ridge. It could be the little pile of sand in the water.
Delete my painting.
Well,
right.
we're going to this one because it's the closest.
Excellent.
It hits all the things.
Yeah.
We can't just keep wandering around this goddamn island looking for this secret place. How do we know it's even still here?
Have a little faith,
Swear to
Captain.
God, I've had enough of this shit, man.
I've been having faith for the last 3 weeks, Milram. If it's not up here,
We've been circling this island twice now, Magic Man. This guy suddenly starts talking to sand. We almost got killed up there. I want to smash Lady Nightingale's head in, get on a boat, and get the fuck out of here. Seriously.
You guys make your way to the jungle. By the time you get back within the cover of the jungle, it's time to rest and keep a low profile, unless you want to be a little bit more risky.
no.
The sun is
No,
beginning
sure.
to set. We pass
Wait.
another night.
You said you buried the treasure up here, right?
Yes.
Okay. If we do find the laboratory up here, we should take the treasure into the laboratory.
I agree. Might under the assumption once you know a reveal spell, or once you know where something is with a reveal spell, you can just walk through it in and out freely.
No, the implication is that you're going to need to cast the spell every time you want to move in and out. You're physically changing the properties of
Got
the
it.
mountain of the wall. That night in
The
the
reveal
jungle. Go ahead.
Reveal spell is the key to a door.
Yes.
Yeah. That night in the jungle.
That night in the jungle, you are awoken by the sounds of some sort of angry large cat, maybe at least 600 feet away from you, a good distance away from you, but still the like of like a really pissed off cat.
Have we been making a small fire or not?
It's a great
Assume so.
question. Do you
If
want
we
to make
want
a small
rest, we
fire
do.
this close to town?
Yeah, I mean, probably not, right?
We're this close? No, probably
You're
not.
pretty close, but on the other hand, fire does keep away the big cats, and even if you can kill them, if they think that you're delicious, they can do a lot of damage very fast. Would you have made a fire?
I don't know, are we wet? Or is it, we dried off?
It's
Yeah, we
rained.
went through
I
the
would have made a
lagoon.
fire.
It's been raining.
It's been raining. Today itself wasn't much of a rainy day, so your clothes are maybe a little damp, but not fully soaked.
It's
do you
rolling
think
with D3 on a 1-2. We made a fire on a 3. We didn't.
Sure, whatever you want.
We made
Yeah.
a fire.
Yeah, you've got a fire, so you can, hopefully use fire to keep wild animals at bay if you would like.
Yeah, I mean, I'll grab some of the pieces of firewood that we've got next to the fire and I'll, like, light one up
Mhm.
and start waving it, or, like, stand up holding it.
Mm-hmm.
looking towards where the cat is.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'll like throw this one to Archie and light another one, so we've both got one. And I look down at my wounds and see Sailor that's like gleaming 25 hit points, and offer him the piece of wood.
I'm gonna I'll put the piece and yeah, I'll just do that for now.
Yeah. So, a little bit after, there's kind of silence for a while. Then there's the yowl again. And then you hear the sounds of something crashing through the
I
jungle.
cast enlarge on Archie.
Archie gains 30% of his size. He's much larger now. And then you... Go ahead.
Can I cast Chaos Ward on Archie as well?
Yes.
If that makes him harder to hit, right?
I don't know what it
think
is.
so.
Not sure what Chaos Ward does.
Chaos Ward.
says-
Go ahead.
I think it says -1 bonus to the subject's armor class, but I think that's like the
That's a
FACO
bonus.
system.
Yeah.
That's a bonus.
Yeah.
That's when I see. Yeah, nice.
Plus, when I see against missile attacks or ranged attacks, it's a bonus of 2 to AC and a bonus of 2 to saving throws, and a chance to direct that missile attacks or directed spells may be deflected or reflected by the chaotic energy shown below. So it'll help deflect physical blows, missile blows, and spells.
Awesome.
Excellent. You hear the sound of something coming crashing through the jungle, and moments later, 2 humans burst through onto the site of your camp and come to a sudden and complete stop before whirling around, putting their backs to you and taking some sort of fighting stance, picking up a stick off the ground, another one picking up a rock off the ground, and staring back into the darkness of
wearing?
the jungle. They're just wearing light clothes. They look like hunter-gatherers that might be out late at night looking for something. Just like ordinary civilians. But they've come to your fire. They've come to your light in the middle of the night to hide from this monster out there, maybe? And they come to a stop with their weapons raised, improvised weapons, and give a shout. Hi, guys! There's something out there. Mind if we use your fire for a moment?
What is it?
I don't know, but it made a yowl. Maybe it's a cougar or a panther? Some big cats on this island.
Did it sound big?
Yeah.
For
Where do
1
you live?
copper coin, you may sit at our fire.
You're not serious, right?
I'll glance over at John and just kind of point at like my brass knuckles and point at the 2 people and like look at them questioningly.
I give a curt shake of the head and I'll say to them, what are you guys doing out here in the middle of the night? Don't you have your own camp?
Yes, sir. But we didn't make a fire. And then we heard the creature, and we ran. We saw light coming from over this direction, and thought, hey, those look like a bunch of wise people. They've got fire. Maybe they will carefully put us up for a short while? The yowl comes again, a little bit closer.
We deal with this thing and then you leave.
They swallow their pride and stay with their backs to you, facing the darkness.
Alright, let them take points.
Can I like have a spell like ready to cast? Like the second I see that tiger, I want to try to entangle it.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
spells can't be held until like with just the last syllable. So when such a creature shows, you can immediately cast it, but you can't like have it poised like you would with a bow or a crossbow or something.
Yeah, gotcha. But that's my intention is to cast entangle the second I see anything.
Yeah. 10 minutes pass without any more sounds from the jungle. Just these 2 blokes.
Dylan goes back to bed.
Another 10 minutes pass, and the guy holding the rock eventually just sets the rock down. The guy holding the stick is now leaning on it rather than keeping it raised above his head the whole time. And they start to make some small conversation with you. So who are you guys? What are you doing out here?
I'm nobody. What's it to do with you anyway?
Just
What are you
making
doing out here?
conversation. We're looking for the same shit you're probably looking for out here, I guess.
What, bananas?
No, we're not banana farmers. We're lumber spotters. We find the right trees that we can chop down that have the right dimensions for custom needs for shipbuilding back out there. Looking for some good cypress trees.
And lots of
Oh,
cypress
yeah?
trees in the dark.
Well, no, we don't look at night. We look during the day.
You know, town's only over there, right?
We're camping
Oh,
out for the
lie.
night.
Where's your lumberyard? Where are you guys based out of?
Port Ferris. There's a what do you call him? Carpenter in town. Helps plane these things down.
What do you want for like detect bullshit check? That
Just a
charisma or-
wisdom check. No, a charisma check is right.
28.
They seem pretty honest. You can take a look at them. They've got like pretty good arm muscles. One of them has a hatchet tucked into the side of his belt, something that you might use to like mark a tree for later. They seem honestly concerned about the creature that might be out in the darkness.
Yeah.
Their story
No
more or
one will
less adds
stay
up.
just laying. And he goes, yeah.
I sigh to myself, not knowing what to do about this now. You don't want to have to kill them, but I feel like when they get back to town and find out about there being 4 people on the run, they're gonna be pretty suspicious. Especially if Nilrim or Sale cast a spell here.
We don't have
Well-
to kill him.
You know, Enlarge was cast before they showed up, and they've had their backs to you since they've arrived, pretty much. So Archie, grew 30%. And if they
shrunk.
turn around, they're going to see that he's actually quite a bit smaller. They might
Yeah, well,
not
they will.
necessarily process that, or maybe they will.
He looked scary in the shadow of the fire. That's all.
It was a chaotic moment. They were filled with fear.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go up to them as they're leaning on their sticks or whatever. I'll say, all right, well, you two can just sit here, make camp here, 30, 40 feet in front of us. That's fine. In the morning, we part ways.
Yeah. Is everything okay? You seem a little on edge.
I am a little bit on edge because I was relaxing here, and you running through the jungle, bringing fucking
It's
food
okay, I'm
to
sorry.
kill me and my friends. Okay.
That's very valid. I'm so sorry. We didn't mean anything by it. We just thought, hey,
know.
lives in danger, civilization, friends,
Yes. Well, now all of our lives are in danger thanks to you.
The
It's
guy
fine,
gives you
whatever,
a
it's
sheepish
fine.
look.
Mate, don't worry about it. Just go to sleep. If you hear the thing again, I'll wake up. We'll deal with it.
Captain Winters has a accent, right? That's not native to the Dardens. I'm just curious if people like pick up on this a little bit, or if it's like pretty not accenty. Because Nilrim can turn it on because he was from the Dardens a little bit. But I don't think either of these three. I think maybe when they're talking to people, there's like a chance
Yeah.
they pick it up.
Yeah.
Definitely, because he does have an accent. The Dardanelles is a pretty wide area with a lot of different islands on it, so it's possible they might be mistaking him as just like someone from a very different island. Someone who's educated, who's like met people from Arcadia, would clearly recognize it as an Arcadian accent.
For sure.
These two lumberjacky scouter guys seem kind of uneducated in this topic.
Yes.
And
Just
they
an
haven't
accent
brought
from
it
one
up
of the
yet.
Other 40 islands, yeah.
In a lot of
Yeah.
topics, actually. I continue to
Shitting
be
on my
like, annoyed with
NPCs.
them. I continue to be annoyed with them and let them
Sure.
make camp, between us and the beast.
The rest
So
of the
they're
night
first in line.
will
I'll
pass
volunteer to
uneventfully.
stay watch.
Yeah, you can keep a good watch out, but it appears that your fire is enough to keep the monsters at bay. And they will stay till morning, until sunup.
I think we want to get at leaving pretty early. I know Nilrim's got to learn some spells, maybe Sail
Yeah.
too, but I think we should maybe try and leave before they do.
All right. And then where to?
Yeah, I'll
Go to
quietly
the
wake everyone up.
Top
in
of
the
this
morning
mountain,
and be like,
Koibu.
You want to go back up the mountain?
Yeah,
Hell
but
yeah.
we'll circle rounding up the backside.
Right, back
Yeah.
up the way that you came?
Yeah.
Okay. That will
And
take...
Okay, it's going to take some time, but as we start gaining leverage on the mountain, I'm going to constantly be looking right and left to look for any spots where I can see both the lagoon and the butte, the top of the island.
Mm-hmm. It won't be until you are all the way up to the top that you will get a good
Okay.
view of either of these things. And you
Yeah,
can
okay.
then proceed to follow the ridge for a little ways, looking for a spot where you have a good view of both.
Correct. Also, I want to wait until night. I want to pick out like the 3 spots or whatever where we have like a good view of both. And I want to wait for night to come because the night market is down there, right? I want to wait until I can hear like the night market as well.
Excellent.
See if like 2 spots are like, and then one's like, okay, I can hear it.
There are a few places where you can see both the mountain and the lagoon. There's one on the very middle. There was kind of like a peak rises that up maybe 50 feet above the rest of the ridge. And if you scramble up on that peak, any point of that peak, you can easily see it. Then there's a rise on the north side that's just a little bit of a rise, just enough that it blocks the view of the mountain from anything down the ridge of you. And from that rise, you can see both the lagoon and that mountain. And there's a similar sort of rise on the south side. It's almost like the mountain kind of comes up on either edge and then down and up in the middle again.
I'm going to cast 2 Detect Magics. One on the first rise, one on the second rise. The first place that we went to, I'm not casting Detect Magic.
Got it. Neither of those will reveal any magic. And when nighttime falls... Well, first off, when you look out over the harbor now, you can see that ship that Lady Nightingale was talking about has arrived, and it is sitting off in the water next to the ship of the White Prince's men, of the cleric and the wizard that you had slain. They're both like bobbing out in the water, and you can see the uniforms of the White Prince's men on them. So the reinforcements have arrived by now.
On both ships, yeah.
Right. When nighttime comes, the wind is blowing in this direction, and from this mountaintop, you can't hear anything in town. During the day, occasionally you can hear like the tink of a hammer, but the wind just constantly blows all the sound out, this direction-ish.
So, I'm either thinking it's on this one, or it might be on this one, because the wind is blowing it like this way, right?
Mm-hmm.
This
So
sees
you reckon
both.
it's out in the sea?
It might be. I don't know, but we're gonna look on this. I mean, we're gonna try our best.
By Martha's tits. I can't
Maybe
believe
1,000
this.
years ago, this storm wasn't here. Who knows, right?
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna just try real doors at one of the spots.
Yep. You give it a shot. It doesn't seem
Yeah.
to do anything.
Well, I didn't roll my D3 on which spot it was.
All right, we can cross this off the list.
Yeah, this one's done.
I'll use Detect Magic at the first spot, by the way.
Yep. Nothing magical
Okay.
around this spot.
All right, so here's the new deal then. We get the boat. We'll check out this island. If it's not there, then we leave.
The issue is if we get the boat, they're just gonna see us at this island, and then we lose the boat due to the fact that we're gonna be going to the laboratory.
How rough is the sea between Port Ferris and this little island now?
Rowboatable.
Rowboatable.
Is it rowboatable?
Absolutely.
So, if I were to get a rowboat from town and then like come from like maybe in the jungle up here or against the peak down here, probably up here is the best spot. I reckon I could row that in a rowboat.
Yes, you should be able to row from town out to the island on a rowboat. The current does go in this direction as
this.
well. Yeah, so if you want to do that, you can do it. It'll take a lot longer than if you were going like that.
Okay,
Because you have
so
to go
up from
slightly
there.
against the current, but either of those are theoretically workable to get out there.
Let's do this. Let's go over here. We know these people. We were chill with them,
Yeah.
right? They probably have a rowboat that we can buy. The current goes this way, so we'll and then like zoom over with the current.
Wasn't this a raised tavern that we avoided?
Yes, it was. The
I thought
people
we
that
went
we
in. I don't remember.
we were down there, but they probably will have a rowboat. I mean, they're built on the shore.
At the very least, they'll have a rowboat for us to steal.
Any little village along the coastline is going to have multiple like rowboats or canoes or
Oh.
skiffs or like
Is
any
there a
village.
village over here?
You don't remember seeing any village over there? There is this like lifted tavern,
There
and there
is.
were boats out in the water near it. Last time you were there.
Let's go
Captain.
there. We'll buy a boat. We'll sail to your little place.
Let's just bring the treasure with us. This is it. I've never felt more certain. Archie, or Sail, let's go get the treasure that we've buried.
I'll try to
Captain
move
can
the
open it
table.
up, and maybe that'll raise your spirits.
I'll be like, treasure? Oh, the treasure you
Treasure
had me
sale.
buried.
Yeah, you
And I'll be
better
like,
remember.
"Oh."
Don't fuck around, Sale.
Don't fuck around with us.
I'd be like, I'm not sure I remember. I'd have to be in the area to find it. I remember the little bit of the road, but I don't remember where
bit
it
of
is.
area.
Wait. You said you buried it on the mountain.
It's here.
Surely
It's on this
is the
mountain.
area.
Yes,
Where did
there
you
is an
take
area
this
nearby.
Are we like near the road? I guess, yeah.
No, you guys
I
have
know
to
where it is.
hike down to where the road is.
It's not
I'm
too
losing my
bad.
mind with you two right here. We better find this treasure.
We're gonna
You-
find the treasure, Captain.
You were dead on the ground when I
I
was
know.
burying that treasure.
All right, let's go get it, Archie or Sale. Let's all go get it.
All right.
Are you guys
I'll
keeping
make-
track of your HP? Making sure to update it. It's been 2 days now, 3 days.
Yep. So everyone should have 2 more HP than they do.
Thank you.
1, 2. All right. So it'll be
We're going to get the
another.
treasure, Koibu.
So do you do that at night or during the day? Because it's nighttime right now while you're having this discussion.
The answer's at night.
Nighttime.
Yeah.
Scamper down the mountain, try and find your way back to the road in the middle of the night, and then try and find the treasure buried alongside the road.
Goddamn right.
Alrighty. I don't think it's difficult to get down the mountain. Are there any precautions that you're taking? Are you just like trying to get there? Or are you trying to get there slowly? Are you trying to get there especially carefully? Is there an adjective that you'd like to apply to your journey?
Fast.
I feel like I would argue for cautious.
Angry.
Fast, cautious, and angry.
Yeah.
These
think of us as,
three
like,
don't
we're
synergize.
We just discovered where the thing is. Okay, we're all hyped up. We're excited. We're going to get the treasure. Captain's gonna open it. He's gonna have untold riches. We're doing it quick and dirty. Okay,
If we find the treasure, I'll cheer up.
because we're about to get the fuck off this island.
All right.
Yeah.
You do it quickly. Come on. All right. You quickly make your way down this side of the mountain. You find your way back to that same road that you traversed up to the ridge. And now it is up to Sail. Sail, make me an intelligence check, buddy.
No, this is wisdom.
It's not intelligence to remember where you buried something?
No, it's wisdom because you got to know the area. You got to be able to like suss it out. That's a wisdom thing.
Can I use moment to help myself remember it?
Ooh, what is the moment spell? Let me remember.
It tells me like the best time to do something, so I'll like walk around and then like be like, oh yeah, it's over, it's this way. So would that give me advantage on find it roll?
Use the arcane mathematics of the spell. The priest can determine the ideal moment for any single action in each round that the spell is in effect. In practice, the character informs the priest of an action he wants to undertake in a round. The priest concentrates on the action, informs the character when the correct moment has come. The character then receives a bonus of +4 to the success of his action. You can only... So this would be like if you're in combat, you can get a +4 to hit by waiting for the right moment or something. So if the treasure is within the area that you can walk within the duration of this spell, which is 1 round per level. So it will cover like a 3-minute section of walking to decide whether or not it will help you. So it will give you a slight advantage to your roll, since that's not necessarily going to be in effect while you're walking across the area of the treasure. I will give you whatever check you were going to make at an additional +1, because you've got a wide area to search, wider than the spell zone.
We're arguing for wisdom versus intellect here, right?
Yeah, and I think remembering where you buried treasure is definitely a memory skill, and memory is definitely int.
He can remember like the area, or he can remember like, you know, he buried the treasure, what the area is. But the wisdom is him like noticing like, oh, okay, there's this like bush that is like a berry bush that I remember that I went down this path. I'm arguing wisdom here.
Isn't that memory? Isn't that intelligence? I think you just defined intelligence and applied it to wisdom. Someone back me up here.
Back me up, Nick.
Wait, I don't think remembering things is necessarily intelligence. Is it? I've not got the best memory, but I'm incredibly intelligent. So.
All right, I'll
Just roll an
make the
check.
check with a +1.
Wait.
Wouldn't matter.
Never mind.
Wouldn't have
Never
mattered
mind.
whatever the stat was. Okay. Fucking love D&D. Spend 10 minutes arguing over the skill. Roll a 2 anyway. Love it. Fucking love D&D. Yeah, so you walk along this path in the dark, in the night, And after walking up and down a couple of sections, you're not really sure. You're going to need to revisit it during daylight hours to find the spot, because you buried it in the late afternoon when you could actually see well. But now we are, I don't know, a couple days after a new moon, so there's almost no light out at all.
Good, let's camp.
You have to try it during the day. Okay. Climb back up the mountain.
Sorry for fucking the party there, but I was in a blind rage, so I don't think I would remember.
Yeah, that's fair
I
enough.
just won't trust you to do shit.
Winter's fun. I'm imagining a scene where Sail is like furiously and nervously like digging around in the leaves looking for the spot, and Winters is just like standing there tapping his foot, like angrily staring at him, not saying anything.
We'll visit
Like,
during the day.
it's around here somewhere. I know it. I don't remember.
We're gonna find it during the day, Captain.
I better
guys-
hope so.
Climb back up the mountain in the middle of the night, doing your best to make it up. Can I get some sort? Give me a strength or a dex check from each member of the party, your choice, to navigate mountains without causing any undue problems.
I was gonna ask if somebody could help me. Fuck.
Yeah, so only one of you is going to struggle up the mountain. I will... Yeah, it's going to be fine. I'm rolling individual checks for each one of you that failed to see if what you do causes any attention or notice to anyone, or if I roll poorly enough, you've got some sort of like stumble and fall down the mountain in the middle of the night. Nilram, you end up loosening some big rocks and letting them tumble down the mountainside. Fortunately for you, there was no one nearby to hear them, but had there been anyone walking on that path patrolling it late at night, they would have heard or seen you. But it's fine for now. You guys can make it back to the top of the mountain, find that little cave again, rest, and in the morning,
We're gonna go get our treasure.
go get that treasure.
Lower HP?
I don't know. With a day of climbing mountains and stuff, I think no HP. That's strenuous activity for certain.
Even with a
yeah,
34? 34 Neil? I danced up the mountain.
He ran. Yeah, he danced.
Yeah, but you danced up a fucking mountain. Do you know how hard dancing up a mountain is?
Yeah, for you, not for John Winters. Dances up mountains for breakfast.
Not gonna lie, but I think I've seen John Winters on the ground more than I've seen him standing.
Hey now. You watch it, you're on thin ice, buddy.
True. We go and get the treasure.
Yeah,
During the
I'm pretty sure I'd
daytime-
be able to find it in the day.
You can find it in the day without any problems. The only question is there anyone on the road at that same time?
There's not.
It's probably not. There's a low
there
chance
is.
of that happening, right? It would have to be, what, a...
Oh wait, I'm changing my
10%
spells 'cause I
chance?
used them. Just a heads up.
Yeah. Maybe like a 10% chance of someone showing up on the road?
Yeah, give him a 20%. Fuck it.
All right, I'll give them a 20%.
No!
Why,
What are you doing?
Stop.
In fact, Moon, why don't you roll me a D100?
I want low. Low equals there's someone.
Oh, okay. And there's no one on the road. You make your way down the mountain, and there it is, Sail. You know exactly where it is. You now that there's daylight out and you can actually see what the fuck you're doing, you can easily spot the area where the chest was. A whole bunch of new mud and leaves and shit was washed down by the storm over it, so it's especially well hidden from everything. But you easily recognize that rock. In your memory, you've got some like, oh yeah, I smeared a whole bunch of blood on that rock. Okay, it's washed off by now, but that's definitely that bloody rock I smeared on. And with, I guess, just your hands, you guys can slowly dig up that 200-pound chest of who knows what.
Open it, Captain.
I would like to use warp wood to immediately break the chest open.
No, don't. We need
Okay,
that.
I
We're
won't.
kind of
We need
carrying
the
the
chest,
coins.
yeah.
We're carrying the coins in it.
No, I won't do it.
I pull out my thieves' picks. I rub my hands together. I fiddle with the lock a little bit, I look into it. I try and get the sun
got
to
all
shine
this-
into the hole a little bit.
There's all this gross dirt in there. You're gonna have to like wash it out before you even do anything.
Yeah, I get my water skin and my dagger and like chip away the dirt, make sure it's like nice and clean.
There you go.
And get my lock picks out. I take my plus 10 bonus for the perfectly clean state of the lock. And I roll. Yes! It clicks.
Easy peasy. You flip it open, and the sunlight glitters off of a mountain of silver.
I open my backpack and I look at Nilrim.
There's
See
no
the
way your
feather.
backpack's gonna hold 200 pounds of silver.
No, I know. I put the
Okay.
feather back in, and then I start shoveling the silver from my backpack into the chest.
I give him an eye.
Okay. This chest now has 11,000 silver in it.
11,100.
Shit, we're fucking
No,
loaded.
I'll keep 100 on me. I'll keep 100 on me.
That's 100 gold or 1,000 gold.
Yeah,
1,000 gold.
1,000 gold, 100,000 copper.
We're rich. Okay.
really
Do you know
are.
what, Sale? Good job, Sale.
Probably more than the dragon will have that we killed yesterday.
Oh, as well, Neil. I've been picking up silver coins if I've been finding them as we've been walking along the edge of the mountain.
No, he chucked it off the other edge of the mountain. Because you're coming down this section, he chucked it off the next section down.
Right.
Yeah.
Can I scoop
Okay.
up a little bit of silver and put it in my pockets as well? Like, listen, I just need a little, just in case.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
take it. I think everyone can take like. Does everyone want like 50 silver?
I'm gonna put my hand on John and say, finally, we can buy my mother's ring back from Lady Nightingale.
We'll
Oh,
take
that's
it off
true.
her at some point. Don't worry.
I told
Listen,
you
I
to
don't think
ride.
we're gonna need. I don't think we're gonna need any silver to get that ring back, my friend.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
coming
but you-
clean off her finger.
You can have
Let's
the
head
finger
out.
too if you want. All right, Archie.
Um,
I assume you're okay carrying this.
Yes. I'll also take 50 silver out and put it in my pockets.
Okay.
Are you keeping track of the silver in the chest now?
No.
Can you put, I'll put it on the party sheet. How much is it?
Okay.
Can you give us a party
I
sheet?
will give you a party sheet.
Thank you.
I put 1,000 in it. It had 10,000, but then everyone's taking 50 apart from me.
I have
So-
those
I'm not
50 to
taking
my
Could I comfortably
character
take
sheet,
100?
right?
Yeah.
So
grab it
11,000.
So it's 10,900 now. Archie, you taking 100?
Yeah. Where do I add that on my character sheet? Sorry.
So
In
10,800.
gear.
Yeah. Under gear. Yeah. Personal wealth top. So 10,800. Nilram, you're not taking any.
Nope.
Okay. Great.
Norm's like
So-
greedy.
I was joking about Archie being able to carry the chest. Like he can't carry it on his own, can he?
No,
I could help him.
It's over 200
You can-
pounds now. It's going to take 2 people to carry. And holding a chest in front of you is just an
That's
awkward thing. You really do need to haul it between 2 people. And just like hauling the bodies up the mountainside in the middle of the night, hauling the chest up the mountainside is a huge pain in the ass. It's a small, dense object that really needs you to
I
hold
don't think
on
we're
to it to
going
get
up
anywhere.
the mountainside anymore. I'm pretty
You
sure
want to come
we're going
down the
down.
road into town?
We're going
no,
down
the other way.
into this way.
Well,
We're going
so
to
you're
go.
on the inside of this mountain right now. So there's a road that clearly comes down. If you want to come over to this side, you have
Yeah.
to go up the mountain to cross over it because
Yep,
you're like
then we're going
halfway
up.
down. Okay.
That's what we're doing.
Up, over, down, and out to the other village.
Right before we leave, can I like see at any point the palace area?
I hope to God not.
See, on the switchback road you can't, but when you're climbing up the mountain, you will be within an area where if you like, move some bushes or climb out onto a tree branch or something, you could probably get a view of it. Yeah.
Can I like kind of just step out and have a look at it and see if I could maybe see both? Like think if I could do the triangulation, could I see both the lagoon and the little foot
No
of the
way.
mountain?
No.
Okay.
The palace wouldn't be able to see this because it's like built against the backside of another mountain. It wouldn't see either of these.
Okay. That's it.
All right. Up and over the mountain we go and down to the brew house over here, the tavern, the seaside shanty.
Yeah, no,
one of
we're
those
clearly
things.
We're clearly not dragging the boat all the way in. So I think once we get to like here, I think Nilram and Sale can stay with the boat and stay with the chest, and me and Archie will go and get a boat and bring it.
I want to stay with Archie. Me and Archie, you and Sale go.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds
Archie,
good.
keep an eye on him.
All right. So
All right. Wait, Neil, how much do I think a boat would cost? In silver.
it's a very
paying?
reasonable question.
Yoink that shit. Oh no, don't yoink that shit.
No, it's better to just pay
It's
for
better to
it.
pay because then they won't know that a boat's been. Yeah.
Yeah.
We could even just rent it. Say, hey, we need it for a day.
You can't
Save
rent
money.
that.
Have you watched
No.
Django, Nick?
Django'd? No.
Oh, fuck.
Unless you mean Django Unchained.
Yeah, Django Unchained. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know
Yeah.
how you can't go in there trying to buy a horse. You got to ask for the whole farm, right?
Mm.
Yeah, that's true.
Um,
But I
so
can't
Make an
Oh.
offer to buy the tavern. But you
Alright,
need
I'll
the boat. Yeah.
I'll sell for a boat.
I'll settle for a boat to go get my money to bring it back to the tavern.
Yeah. It's a good idea, actually. I want to buy the tavern. How much is it? 10,000 gold. Okay, well, I haven't got that much on me. I need to get back to town. Can I borrow a boat?
Yeah, we'll come in with our giant chest. Oh, I thought it'd be a little bit less. Let me go get my other chest.
A rowboat, a skiff in this situation will be 1,000 silver, probably.
A drop
Like,
in the
yeah.
bucket for rich people like us.
Are you
Mhm.
accounting for the increased price of the desperateness of the situation, or are you saying?
No.
that,
I'm saying that's just like a regular a regular market rate for a rowboat would be 1,000 silver.
Okay, I take 1,900 out of the party chest, Moon. So I've got
Okay.
2,000 silver on me.
Okay.
I'm mediumly encumbered, and
I'm
me and
taking that
Sale
off
are
the party
gonna.
sheet.
Yeah, me and Sale are gonna walk to this tavern.
All right.
What's your carry weight?
I'm on medium encumbrance right now. Do you want to take some of the gold? Do you want to take some of the silver?
My carry weight is 55, so if it's less than that, I could carry it easily.
Well, here, look. You just put another 1,000 on your sheet.
Hey, we have 8,900 silver left in our stores.
Yeah.
Okay. The two of you head off to the seaside tavern to go buy a boat. The other two of you stay behind to keep an eye on the chest. And we'll take our second break right here. And when we come back, adventure awaits. See you guys on the other side. Wait, that's not how we go to break. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tides of Death. Our party is officially split. Nothing bad has ever happened under these contexts.
That's right, and nothing will ever happen.
You know what?
to
I
us.
haven't actually had many issues with splitting the party in any campaign.
It's because you don't split the party.
I would like to split it more.
All right. Well, here's your opportunity. They're not. Let's first talk about where you guys split, because the jungle is nice and thick up until about the point where Archie's token is, and then it's like, 3-mile walk to the tavern.
Why couldn't we just split over here?
You could. Yeah, that's why I want to
Yeah.
ask. So you guys can all come
Let's
over
split
here.
over here.
How far do you want to be
No,
from
'cause
the
I don't think
tavern?
we should carry that. I don't think we should be carrying the chest through the open.
Is this? Oh, this is all open.
Yeah, let's move these two tokens so we can see.
I think you guys wait, and then we can do a 3-mile walk to get the boat.
Alright, sure, fuck it. We'll wait over here.
Yeah.
Can we
So-
find them a safe cove or
Yeah, you've
Guys,
got plenty of
can-
time to find a good hiding spot in the jungle where you can see, where you have a clear view of the opening, but no one there would have a clear view of you.
Yeah.
And once the party is a couple miles away and they're sort of like lost on the horizon, Archie and Nilram, you see coming along the coastline 4 soldiers and a cleric. Probably on a routine patrol of the area, searching for clues for where the 4 outsiders are, the 4 murderers, the unregistered wizard, and the who knows what cleric, whatever it is that your title has become in town. You see one of those surviving clerics and 4 warriors moving up the coast.
Archie was a full HP. I'd engage with it, but it's a whole lot of not my problem right now.
Yep.
Oh, we let him go. Fuck it.
Archie?
Yeah, just let him go.
I mean, they're headed in the same direction as Captain and Sail.
Good thing we're split up then.
They went now. For
Thank
2
God
people.
you guys have the treasure.
Yeah, true. And we know where to go.
All right. Yeah, fuck them. Not Archie and Sail, I'm sorry. Sail and Captain John Winters. You guys make it to the tavern. It's lifted up on stilts. There's a little boardwalk that goes around it. Little staircase that runs up to it. There's a couple of
Can I
boats
ask?
moored out in front. Yeah.
How long had they set out?
It takes
was it
about
like-
an hour to walk 3.5 miles.
Oh no, I'm saying before we saw the other people. Was it like 5 minutes?
No. The other 2 party members were about 2 miles away. So
Okay, yeah, we do nothing then.
yeah. You guys can make it to this.
Yeah,
This tavern.
as we approach it, I'll say to Sale, it's quite a quicker walk than I expected. You fancy a pint?
Yeah, actually, I don't drink, but I will watch you drink.
was the
Alright,
weirdest
Good enough for me.
answer ever.
And then I slap him on the shoulder and say, I'm joking. Of course I'll have a drink with you.
Oh. I was gonna say you've done some weird shit since we met, Sale, but I was starting to think that you couldn't be trusted. Good.
You know what? It's been a weird couple of weeks. I don't know what my sense of humor is anymore.
Trust me, it's gonna feel a lot better at the bottom of an empty glass. Ah, God, this looks great. I'll take a seat at the bar. Barkeep! Wait, no, I put on a bit of accent. I mean, do I have to sound like an American to sound like I'm from the
Yeah,
Dardens?
absolutely.
Hey, barkeep. Me and my friend here get a pint? Wait, no, I do better. Wait, hang on. Because that went a little bit too southern, you know, so...
No, it went like that. You fucked up.
Yeah, I fucked it up. That's fine. It's a broad accent. So, you know, I spend a lot of time in different parts of the Dardanelles. I've been in the cattle ranching part. I've been in the big city financial district part. My accent's all over the place.
Yeah. The bartender walks on over. She is a matronly chested woman with long black hair tied
I
back
take my hat off.
hotness?
Put it
behind
on
her.
my lap. I put my hat on my lap.
Okay.
We
Hotness.
gotta know, Neil.
We got it now.
It's gonna be spicy. Okay.
Upper end of
Buxom.
average.
Does that mean that she's got a good face, bad tits, and a great ass? Or does it not work like that? 'Cause it's like a 6-1 and a 6. You know?
Oh, yeah. No, that's how it should work. That's good.
That is how it should work, yeah.
Yeah.
She's
Like,
got a flat ass.
Awesome face.
The three components of the
boobies.
hotness of a person: face, tits, and ass. Nothing else.
That's it.
Got it. 100%. You can interpret these dice however you want. So she comes on over, leans over the table. What'll it be, sailor?
Just, go ahead.
From the front, she's an 18.
No, like we talk over each other. Like, no, Captain, you can order.
I say we'd like 2 pints.
She pulls out 2 wooden mugs, puts them underneath the tap, pulls it, and gives the two of you a look. You know, none of you all are regulars. You come in on one of the ships?
You know, we're just from one of these villages out here. Don't
Which
usually
one?
see this part of the island. Which one? You know, the one by the butte, top of the island, with the old lady?
Your village doesn't have a name, son?
Oh, it's got a name, yeah.
Can I do an int check to remember the name?
It's called... Oh, wait, yeah. Can we do... I don't remember the name of it. Wait, maybe I do, actually. Hang on.
I wrote notes somewhere.
Everyone immediately starts checking their various discords for their people to tell them what the name of the village was.
That's a good idea. I didn't even think of that. Wait.
I'm
Come
just gonna
on,
do an int check to see if I can remember it.
Oh, you
Did
remember
we even
it.
get a name of that village?
No, so I make it up. I remember it. I say, hey, you know, Woodfall?
Make me an int check? Is that the name of a village?
This is...
Yeah, that's definitely the name of the
Literal
village. Yeah.
god.
Perfect. Oh, yeah. Nods. She pushes back the handle on the taps, plops down the 2 wooden steins before you guys, and says, that'll be a silver total.
A silver?
Just like scooping around his bag of gold for 1 coin.
That's $5 a beer, Neil.
Yeah, well, this is the Quill Tavern far away from town. You know, things are always more
God.
expensive away from city centers.
Oktoberfest shit over here. God damn.
Sorry, I don't know where you guys live, but living in San Francisco and Colorado, $5 for a beer is actually a good price.
In Miami, $5 for a beer is like the best place you'll find. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would like drink yourself into oblivion in there.
It's usually like $8 for like a Corona here. It's crazy.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Anyway, I pay the 1 silver. That's fine. We drink our drinks. I look around.
I turned to
Can
Captain. I turned to Captain Wood and say, "You're not going to tip our server about how beautiful she is."
Yeah, good point. I reach in and pull out a couple of copper. I
Yeah,
have.
she hasn't turned around yet.
Yeah. It's one of the most pretty women you've ever seen.
She takes your copper, she turns around, she heads back over to the
You were
strong
saying-
box where she puts it.
I look at her. I look at her ass as she bends over for the strong works. That's a 6 out of 6 kind of ass right there. I say it's.
So sorry, Koibu.
It's fine. It's fine.
I just kind of like bury myself in my drink, try not to laugh.
Yeah, there's a piano player over down on one section. There's a bunch of old salty folks hanging around. A bunch of old men looking out windows, swapping stories. Probably the same stories they've been telling each other for 20 years.
As I'm drinking my drink, I want to look for someone who looks like he's a fisherman.
Oh yeah, you spot like 7 of them right away.
And what, they all at a table together?
No, they're scattered. You know, there's 2 over there. There's 3 over there. There's 1 over there. There's a bunch of them.
I go over to the table. It has the most fisherman-looking people.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a few of them. All right, sail. Wait here. Can you get us a boat?
All right.
I go over to the table, and I start laughing at it. I'm hanging around by the table. I start laughing at a joke that someone's laughing at, and then I'll take a seat down at the table and say, "Hey there, guys. I don't suppose any of you are fishermen, are you?"
Aye. What's it to ya?
Well, I'm looking to make use of a skiff. I don't really fancy buying one outright, waiting for the carpenter in town to make one. I figured maybe I could borrow one for a few days from someone around here. And I noticed these.
Borrow my boat, would ya?
Good
Some
point,
stranger
Dad.
shows up at a bar, wants to borrow my boat. Sure, lad, sure. I'll charge you a hefty rental fee. How about you
How much?
put down a deposit on the value of the boat, and then we'll subtract, I don't know, 20 silver a day for each day you keep it, and I'll pay you the rest back when you return.
Oh, that's a fucking deal.
That's a good deal, my friend. How much for the boat?
Deposit of 1,000 silver, friend.
All right, me and my friend here. I'm gonna go down there. You're gonna show me the boat. Yes, and I'll give you the gold.
He
silver.
like looks to his friends a little bit surprised, like as if he was making a joke, but he takes it. He's like, yeah, sure. And he gets up, and one of his friends is like, I gotta see what this is all about, and hops up with him. And the 2 of them will lead you outside and down to the sandy beach below. Do you
I'm
grab
carrying
sail on
my
the way
hat
out?
at my side. Yeah, I grab sail. I'm carrying my hat at my side. I'm not wearing it.
Mm-hmm.
I walk out. Sail. Wait, I don't say that. I say, Bob. Bob. He doesn't listen. Bob. I go up to.
Oh, yeah. What's up?
Come on, let's go. We found
Oh,
the boat.
okay. Yep. I
So
like
did
down
you-
my drink and walk
Did you
out.
roll hotness at some point, Sail, or did you declare it?
I
you
think
did.
I rolled a 15.
You rolled a 15. So
Nice.
as he's calling over Bob, the barkeep comes on back and leans forward and goes,
Nice.
listen, stranger, you're not from around here. It's nice. Can't have a real conversation with any of these regulars. She gives you a wink. What do you say we go check out the upstairs of the bar?
Yeah, will like bring his drink to his face because he's literally never been hit on by a woman ever. And, like, just and like nervously start downing the entire drink.
I stand
You're the best
behind
god, dude.
Behind him.
She finds your awkwardness delightful.
Oh god.
Leans forward even closer. You know, things being squeezed together before you. Looks you
1
deep
out of
in the
6.
eyes. What's the problem, honey? You ain't never had an experience in your life? Coming down to the south side of the island for the first time, if you know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean.
He's getting late in the Koibu campaign before me, and I've been playing for like 2-3 years. This is fuck.
You're not looking for a port for your ship?
I don't have a ship. I don't understand.
She like reaches across and pinches you on the cheek and pats you on the head and leaves you be.
Bob, come on. You're just looking like. I shake my head and say, you could have gone, you know. We've got the time, I'm sure. What?
Could have gone where? Wait, what are you talking about?
We've got 5 minutes, Sail. Bob? Sorry?
5 minutes for what? I have no idea what everyone's talking about.
I'll explain it to you another time. Shake my head, put an arm around your shoulder. Come on. I need to see a man about a boat.
If you don't mind, I'm like 23 and I was a loser my whole life.
I get it, yeah. I get it.
What about
But we're
your
talking
Don't
about
worry,
sail.
John Winters understands.
Yeah, we're playing sail, not you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's much older than
It's
23.
too easy. I'm sorry.
Okay, Okay, I go with the fisherman and his friend. I carry my hat on my side so as not to be too obvious, you know.
Yeah.
So,
You
so
guys-
which one of these fine vessels is yours?
They lead you up to a little rowboat. It's got like a net in it and some fishing poles, a little bucket of bait, a knapsack with some supplies in it, two sets of oars.
Perfect. All right, and we can. Where shall I find you?
I'll be right here, waiting for my boat to be returned.
All right, well,
like-
drink it all.
I'll turn to Captain Winters. It's like, do you even know this guy's name?
Yeah, it's Angus, right?
How much are you paying him? You trust him, right?
Clive. The name's Clive. He puts out hand. What's your name? You're Bob, right? You are?
I'm Rob. Nice to meet you.
Bob and
Clive.
Rob?
That's
This is
right.
Clive. This is Anders. It's,
Anders, nice to meet you, Anders.
Nice to meet you.
I need to confer with Bob for a moment, if that's okay.
Yeah, me
you,
and
you,
Cap-
you already given him the silver?
No, not yet.
Okay, well, yeah, they lean against the boat for a little bit while you chat.
The boat, we gotta pay 1,000 silver for it anyway. Might as well have the option of getting it back.
That's true. I mean, 1,000 silver with what we've got isn't much. And we could always just take the boat and run, and he's not going to care. He has his money.
Yeah.
All
Do
right.
you think we
all
need
right,
to say
so-
anything to him about keeping quiet about this? Probably not, right? Probably best just not to say anything.
What we should say to him is we might not come back. So, like, we're going on a dangerous journey. Maybe?
All right. I walk away
Is
from.
that a terrible idea? I don't know.
No, I'm doing it. I walk away from Bob. All right, Clive, Anders. 1,000 silver.
Aye. And you'll stand there for a minute and count out 1,000 silver, which takes a while.
Yeah.
But it's doable. And once
Yeah.
it's all done, you can hop in the boat. He'll grab the fishing net and fishing rods out and his knapsack with his shit. But he'll leave the oars and he'll leave the bucket of bait. And he'll wave you goodbye. And down the coast you will go in the direction of your friends to pick them up. And as you sail down the coast...
Wait, in the boat, yeah. Yeah, in the boat.
In the boat, yeah. As you row down the coast in the boat, you will see a cleric and 4 soldiers coming in the direction of the tavern, maybe 10 minutes out from the tavern.
Do they notice us or not?
They certainly
Ignore
see
us.
people in a boat.
No, they don't. Second guess it. I take my hat off as soon as I see them.
Can I wave, like, friendly? In a
Yeah,
more friendly
we'll
manner?
wave at them.
Yeah, you give a wave, they give a wave right on back at you guys.
Suckers. I laughed
And,
at myself.
Is
I laughed.
there like a fishing rod, the thing that I could just, like, kind of, like,
We took his
cast out?
fishing rods.
We can throw a net in the water and pull it back in or
Took
something.
the nets too.
He took the nets. Koibu
Oh,
said
the
that, yeah.
bastard.
Yeah.
Um,
And soon you come down the coast where you know Nilrum and Archie are stowed away, but they are hidden deeply in the foliage of the jungle and cannot be seen.
Yeah, well, I pull up. I jump out the boat and pull it to shore. And stand looking around.
I come out.
Yep.
Yeah, we come out.
Hauling the chest
You
between
did it,
you guys.
Mission
genius.
successful. It's pretty close. You see that cleric?
I looked at Archie. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we saw him.
Fucking wave to us. Ha! Idiot.
What a dumb
Sucker.
idiot.
All right. I mean, actually, the guy who got the boat off said that if we bring it back to him, he'll give me the money back minus 20 silver a day. So I don't know if we're going to do that, but I assume he's going to be in the tavern until the day we return, or let's say he's drank 1,000 silver's worth of ale.
All right. We load up in the boat and we head off, Koibu, to find, finally, the hidden door that's been
Yep.
eluding us.
Excellent.
Archie is visibly excited to finally, even if it's not a real ship, just be on a
We're
boat.
on the
again.
ocean. Yeah, I can see it. I see it in your face.
I
you on the back.
I tussle your hat. You're a captain now. Finally.
I am a captain. I was always a captain.
Oh, is captain a mindset? It's not a man with a boat?
It's both. Yeah.
Well, I'm kind of a captain then.
You're not a captain, boy. You ain't got what it takes to be a captain. You can cast your fancy little magics. It's not. It takes a real man to captain a crew. Let me tell you.
I look at his legs that are like stubbly. because they're growing back his leg hair. I pointed at him.
I scowl at him and like hide my legs.
I smile. I know what I've done. I've won that fight.
I take my backpack off while I'm sat down and like hold it in front of my legs so that you can't see the hair. As I let Archie and Sail row, and I'll navigate.
Right.
I will navigate because I
You will
have a
navigate.
navigation proficiency.
Yes, but I captain. Okay.
Finally,
Yeah. That's fine.
seamanship, boating, cartography, navigation.
You guys got it.
I got it all.
Right. You sail out around the point and make for the island. Today, you had left from the mountain top, right? So you came down the mountain all the way over to the... Actually, in fact, you went down the mountain, went back up the other side, came all the way out over here. That would have taken you 4, 5,
A little bit.
6 hours or so up and down the mountain, traversing it. And then out around the cove. And out here, going
with the coast or with
the current.
With the tide.
Yeah.
With the tide.
Not the tide, the
Inline
current.
speed. So you guys are rowing. So you can move at movement speed 21. Normal walking pace is movement speed 12. So you guys are making really good time, about almost twice as fast as walking speed out this way. So instead of 17 miles,
Remember that Archie was a professional rower for years.
Yeah. Archie rows
Really
quick.
good at this.
And we have
Archie
a professional navigator.
yeah, it only takes you like 2 hours to navigate this whole section out here until you
Nice.
can reach the
Oh, yeah.
island.
Boom.
I do want to note, though, that as you make it across this part of the cove right here, and you look back, you can see that cleric and 4 warriors like running down the coastline in the direction of town. You know it's going to take them a long time because they got to like run on sand and then go through the jungle and then get to town. So it's going to take them, what is that going to be? 2, 3. It'll probably take them 4 hours to get to town, and you're going to get to the island in like 2.5 hours.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just-
We're gonna hide the skiff inside the
As
laboratory.
I look back at them and see them, I want to hold both middle fingers up into the air towards them.
We
Do
should
I-
have stole the boat, man. Would have been better.
Where are we when we see this?
Oh,
We're
right
here.
over here-ish, yeah. In this,
Are we like close enough to shore where I could make like a soften earth and stone spell, or are we too far out?
you could easily row close enough to Earth, soften, or you wouldn't be able to target
I'm
on
just-
them because they're going to be a few miles away from you.
Yeah,
You
it's,
could-
it's a permanent spell, so I could just like make difficult terrain to slow them down a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. You can just fuck up the coastline in this area, make it real soft.
Yeah, like quicksand.
Perfect. Yeah, because you've got the sand and water, and you soften earth and mud, and the whole area just... What's the area weight of this? 10 square feet, 10 foot square per level, and you're level 3, so 3
30
10 foot
feet.
squares. Very nice.
I would try to like predict, like I would assume they would run through the path they have already taken, so if I can see their tracks, I would like try to cast it on that. to
There's
catch them.
definitely a more obvious route. There's like this, the coast itself is nice and sandy, and then there's like a stretch between the coast and the jungle that's just like a little bit more hard-packed earth with grass growing on it, which is a lot faster to run on than sand. So if you fuck that area up, that will become like a mire for them.
Awesome.
Easy.
We'll get to the island.
You get to the island. You arrive on the, what is this? The southwest corner of the island is the first spot that you can arrive at. The island itself is maybe a mile and a half long. It's one big mountainous range, thickly covered with vegetation.
This is
Where
it?
do you want to pull up? From
Let's pull up on like the back half,
the back half,
so they just can't see it from
Yeah.
town.
Yeah.
hidden from town, hidden from the boats in the water.
Yeah.
Nice. Right.
And then, can we do like perception or intelligence checks to see if we can see any signs of like doors, old life, old stone? Which one would you want?
Well, it's got to be on the side facing the town, right? So
Correct,
You
yeah.
can see the lagoon. Yeah.
Yep. I want to do that on the other side. I just wanted to put our boat over here.
Makes sense. Hide the boat on the backside where they can't see it, and then go and sort of explore the rest of the island and look for some sign of passage, some sign that there might be something here.
Yeah.
So it is going to be, what was it, 6, 7, 8.5 hours later that you're doing this. So we're in the early afternoon still. So you still have like a good, I don't know, a little less than half a day to explore the island. Why don't we just take the half a day and everyone make me a perception check and we'll see what we come up with.
Big. That's huge.
3,
That is
29,
huge. Nice.
That's a nat 20.
15,
That is a
25.
nat,
baby.
Yeah. Sure enough, on the very top of the island, you can find what looks to be a bit of a ruined, tower's not quite the right word, but like maybe a patio. There's a section of raised stone, man-made stone in a circle. It's maybe 10 feet across, and it's got like vegetation growing all over it. And after you like look at the ground here and move some of the vegetation aside and push away some of the earth, good few inches down below it, you can find some worked stone, letting you know that there is construction out here.
I looked at John, excited. I told you it was here, Captain.
You told me it was in the lagoon. No.
No. You misheard. Can I see both the lagoon and the...
You can see both of those points from almost everywhere on this island.
I will cast Detect Magic here.
You get some faint traces of magic from the rocks,
damn.
like residual magic. Like once upon a time, there was something enchanted here, and it's just like little traces of the enchantment, which has faded away by now.
Does it seem like there is like a weird, okay, the mountain's here, near this patio, that it wouldn't look like there would ever be like a door there, obviously, because it's just mountain. I'm asking, is like the patio built into a mountain?
No, the patio is like built up on top of the mountain, like on the very peak of it, where you could look out to the left side or the right side. It looks more like if you were to imagine, it might be like the upper patio where you can come and have drinks and like have a good time. It doesn't look like it's necessarily part of a laboratory, more of like a lookout spot. Maybe not
Sure,
drinks.
but-
Maybe it's like a garden, a watch place.
There must be a way in from this area, I would imagine.
Yeah.
I
Unless it
know
was
what the
only
reveal
used
door
for
spells
watching.
does. Is there a location that I think that it could be?
Not within sight of this spot up here. You're gonna have to keep searching the island.
I'll search a
and-
little bit lower because I would assume that there's probably going to be like a walkway up here from where it would have been, right?
Yeah, is there any like goat trails or like?
So yeah, I'll
things
see if I
would
can
look
find like a old trail or something that I would think like, okay, he brings his guests up here to like hang out, and then this is like the entrance.
Right. Searching for a 2,000-year-old trail is gonna be tough.
Rough.
Real rough. However, you know what the reveal spell does. And
My
that
character
gives
does,
you
I
some
don't.
information about what sort of wall or canyon shape you must have in order for this spell to work. So after scouring the area, coming down off the cliffside for a little bit, sure enough, you find a patch of wall that looks just a little bit more sheer than everything else around here. I mean, it still looks worn. It still looks like there's plants on it. And it's still a little bit below you. It's going to be a climb to get to it. But there's a section that's just a little too sheer for the rest of this slopey mountain
Nilrim
ridge.
has a coy smile. Captain, I'm willing to make a bet with you right now.
It's
I
the
point
spot.
to the wall. This is the spot, and if it is, I get to wear your hat for a day.
I'm not taking that bet. Cast your spell. Leave my hat.
Nilrim
Fuck yeah,
casts
man.
a spell.
You're not quite at it yet.
Oh,
Right?
okay,
It's-
well,
you're
we'll go
above
for
it
it.
at the moment. You'll have to crawl down to it. Or climb
Yeah,
down
okay.
to it. Not a problem to crawl,
I'll help you
climb
down.
to it.
All right, we go and grab Archie and Sail as well. I want everyone to be here for this.
Of course. They were with you.
Okay, sure.
But it's as you climb down towards that section of wall that you realize this island is not uninhabited. You see in front of you
A male.
very large lizard, like an enormous appropriately sized.
Not a
lizard.
basilisk, right?
Not a basilisk, no. But it's got to be, its body has to be at least 10 feet tall, or 10 feet long, with like another 15-foot tail coming off of it. It's got like a mottled green skin, long, sharp claws. The tail looks like it gets real thin and it whips back and forth. And then it does so, like if it whips through a little bush, it'll easily slice through the sections of leaves on the bush. And the lizard sticks its forked tongue out in the air in your direction and lets out a...
Can we HP check? I think it's been one more night, hasn't it? I think we've slept 3 nights since we started moving.
You should be at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You should be at 6 right now, Nick. And that means
so you
Archie
both gained
should
1
be
HP.
at
Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
Passive income, baby.
All right.
And I think
This thing
we
like
will roll...
challenging us.
Oh yeah, it looks at you guys like your food. And it's gonna come and eat you. But we will do the combat with the lizard on the other side of our break. See you guys soon. Hello everybody and welcome back to Tides of Death.
I cast magic missile.
Well, we need to
Kaboom!
roll for initiative first, my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Here, over at the edge of the map, pressed against the wall, is this lizard. I know the HP bar looks big, but that's only because the token is awkwardly sized. Don't let the HP bar fool you into thinking the creature has a lot of
Holy
HP.
fuck! It's huge.
It's a big lizard. Yeah, it's huge.
Right, we need Sail to tank it. That's clearly the plan. So
2d4 plus 2, right, Nick? Is the damage?
magic missile. Yep.
Cool.
Should I cast Bless or just go in?
I don't know.
Oh shit. Wait,
I'm, a bit...
never mind. Yeah.
I'm not sure that you should go in, Archie.
Can I move and cast a spell?
No.
No.
You can cast a spell and then move.
Yeah.
Could Nora
yeah.
maybe be giving us armor?
You already have it.
We already got it. Yeah.
I lost it in the last fight.
I gave it to you when you were down. I have it back on my spell sheet. You all have armor, yep.
Okay, cool.
Did you take down your strips of leather?
Oh, I will do that, though. Thank you.
I'm going
Nice.
in. Fuck it. I'm probably gonna one shot this kid.
Yeah. It's a fucking lizard. What's it gonna do?
I didn't have my token selected, my bad.
I have 2 strips left.
There we go.
Okay.
And you got a 5 as well. Okay. So the battle is up. The lizard sees you. Its forked tongue comes out in your direction. It licks its chops, and you guys know it's going to try and eat you. Archie, Sail, you both go well before the lizard. Make your actions.
Yep, I'm gonna basically cast light on its eyes.
Wow.
The man mountain strikes again.
He is the mountain
I don't
Koibu.
even know why I bother putting monsters in your path. All right, Archie. You walk up to the
Damn
lizard.
twice, right?
You punch it in the face.
Fucking
Roll
lizard,
me-
boom.
Is it a
Roll me
triple crit?
2d6 plus whatever, plus 3, yeah. So 9
Oh,
damage.
No, one
After
more.
I ca-
No, we're
no,
only
no.
doing regular
Sorry.
crits here.
We got
Normal
rid of
crit
it.
system, yeah.
No bad.
You crack the lizard across the jaw. The lower jaw sort of like breaks a little bit and hangs there awkwardly. The lizard's eyes go all cockeyed.
And I'll
Something-
go again.
Sail, you were
There's
gonna...
something hilarious though,
Oh, yeah,
about
second
the fact
time.
that he just walks up to it like it's a normal bloke, and this fucking giant lizard's like just fucking right hooks it across the face, fucking lizard, boom.
You get another roll?
He gets
You
a
said?
left offhand
Yep.
attack, yeah.
Oh my God.
All right, the
Oh
lizard
my-
dies. It's just dead. All right, it's over.
Where
It's done.
where was this for the
It's just
master?
done.
Boss?
He just...
He's
The lizard's
rocks.
fucking dead. Damn. That's fucking sick.
What the fuck, dude?
Archie turns to the party and he shrugs. He's like, I thought those dragons everyone talked about would be a little bit tougher than that.
Yeah, we need to bring Archie over to the Tombs of Scoria campaign.
Yeah. Damn, Archie, wow.
I sit there
Holy
agape.
shit.
You're a professional lizard fighter. Oh my God.
I mean, I guess lizards and humans fight pretty similarly, I suppose, when they just sit there and get knocked the fuck out.
Can I
Yes.
like inspect Archie's hands to see if like there's actually secretly like a god living in his body?
Only if you also inspect his PC and see if he somehow hacked Roll20 to roll all these fucking.
Um,
Archie,
I
do I
will.
reckon that- do we
Archie.
think that this thing's edible?
Yeah, sure.
Koibu's about to nerf him. Hold on.
No, I'm not about to nerf him. I want to hear from you, buddy. How is it that you keep rolling these 20s? What is your skill with this game? How do you do this?
Listen, I play Pokemon professionally. It takes a lot of good RNG for those games, so I transfer that skill over into D&D.
Beautiful.
It
That's
works.
amazing. All right, now give me an in-character explanation for how the fuck you keep beating the shit out of everything.
He's just so good. Like he's had so much practice in the streets, brawling every day when he was a kid. He'd fight people. On the ship when there was something, when there was a problem, you know. I mean, him and John did a little piracy as well, right? And
Yeah, we got up to all
Um,
sorts.
yeah, it's just practice makes perfect, and it's confidence too, you know. Like Archie's like he's never like doubting. He's never like thinking about like a bunch of like what if hypothetical bullshit. He just goes for it, and he knows that he's gonna hit his target, so he hits it.
People are always
Excellent.
expecting you to come at you with like a sword, you know? People are prepared for
Yeah.
that.
Just
No one's
fucking suck 'em.
prepared for the dude to just come and just punch the shit out of you. Yeah, no one's prepared for that.
Wait, have you must have seen that video, you know, it's like the guy in Australia, and there's like a kangaroo that's grabbing hold of his dog. And the guy like
Oh,
walks
yeah,
up to
yeah,
it, and the
yeah.
kangaroo drops the
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah.
That's fucking...
I will
Oh, my.
go to the place and cast the reveal spell.
Oh my god.
You know, I was gonna try and draw out this combat, have it be like really cool, have you guys get to the wall and cast the reveal spell and like describe the inside to you and then cliffhanger it right there. But then Archie killed the thing on the very first 2 attack rolls made of combat.
So now
You
we
could
get to
spend
figure out what's
40
inside.
minutes me butchering this thing, like if you wanted.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
please talk
I-
to me about how you butcher it for 40 minutes, please. Please.
I will tell Winters that if the reveal spell does go off, that we need to bring the boat with all the chests and bring it inside.
Yeah,
And he
that's-
won't have
that's
like
what it-
super long.
Norum, you don't... Wait, let's get all the shit here first. Then.
Yeah, get the shit here because I'm confident that this is it.
Alright. So, I go and get the man machine, Archie, to help me drag the boat and the chest up here.
Yeah. You can get the. You want to bring the boat up here too?
Yes.
Yep.
Sure. That'll take most of the rest of the day to haul the boat and the chest all the way up over the mountainside and back down to this side, but it can be done without too many problems. You will spot some other giant lizards at a distance, but none other will cross your path today, just this one.
Yeah.
And
That was a lot
come
stupid.
nightfall, you can see town from here. Because this map is not super great for this purpose, but the cliffside, the hillside slopes downward and downward from this point. And so you just have a great view of the town. You can see all the
Do I hear
little
the
lights
night
coming
market?
on in the town. And sure enough, occasionally you can hear the like laughter or chatter, sort of indiscriminate, not able to pull out any individual words here, but you hear people out on the pier in the evening or out in the town at the evening doing their thing.
Before I
Certainly.
do this, Captain, I know I jested about the hat, but there is actually something I do desire.
What's
If
that?
this is the spot, which I know it is, I would like a permanent spot on your ship and in your crew in the Dardanelles.
I guess so,
Magic Man,
yeah,
I think
sure.
we've already. All right, Magic Man. If this is not the spot, we're throwing you into
punch
the
me.
ocean. Because I'm
Right.
not walking around another
If
island.
this ain't the spot, we're leaving you here, Norum.
All right. I get a
Alright.
little sweaty. I cast the reveal spell.
The wall before you sort of just fades out of existence, showing
I give him
you
a
a nice
Welcome
wide
to the crew.
entryway. Beyond is decades of dust covering what appears to be some sort of workshop or wood shop of some kind. There are tables, there are platforms, there's all sorts of like, rusted, completely useless tools in here because it's been uninhabited for thousands of years now. But this is the place.
We drag the shit in.
Yep.
We light some firewood. We light a stick if we can, and let's get fucking moving. Let's find what
let's
is
get
ours.
Searching.
What you find is a vast complex of rooms. Some of them are dedicated to certain tasks. This is clearly the wood shop, but as you explore this complex, you come across a whole series of bed chambers. You come across perhaps the jewel of this area is an enclosed port, like a seaport. And out of it must be a wall, but you can see through it as if it's maybe like a little bit hazy. It's a like a U shape all the way around, a water section. The U shape is like a little bit raised up off the ground, and the water just goes out through the north side of the island. And from here, you can actually see that butte where the treasure was buried under, from this main port entrance here on the north side of the island.
Nilrim's gonna run and try to find like a library.
You will find a library. However, all the books here have been overcome by mold and mildew. They've been left in this like humid environment for thousands of years without anyone to properly care for them, and they are probably all completely ruined. Even opening
idiots.
pages will just like tear them apart, or those that are still stuck together. That is, some of them have already disintegrated into nothingness. There's a well.
But I know that there are spells that can probably reverse this, right?
I can do that later, I think.
In the vast world of magic, there probably is, but I don't think you know of them yet. But
Yeah. Okay.
I stand behind Nilrim as he flips through these crumbling books, and I say, "Wow, I'm so glad I risked life and limb climbing all over this island to find this."
This is a respite, Captain. This is where we can be safe. And also, I'm sure that there's something else. Let's keep looking.
Hope so.
you
Surely there
find
will be magic men.
Opium.
you find a metal workshop in here as well, like a blacksmith's forge and whatnot. You find a well that collects water that like drips off of the ceiling. There must be some sort of like crack in the foundation or crack in the architecture of the mountainside that lets water sort of come in, drip in, and it just drips into this large well, which sort of overflows and spills out into the that little seaport area over there. There are rooms for many activities. It's like a complete magician's workshop practically. And you can scour the place looking for anything of value. There's one thing that you come across. There's an old tarp, which is mostly fallen apart at this point. You can see through gaps in it. Some sections on top are still there. Some strands are still holding together, just barely. Underneath this tarp, however, is a drum, like a big drum, like what is this, a 2 foot wide, 3.5 foot tall drum. The skin pulled over the top of it is still taut, as if it were made yesterday. Each of the little hooks on the sides are still nice and taut as well. The sides of it are still polished and finished, as if someone had just finished making this drum yesterday,
Clearly
last
magical.
week. Clearly magical to have survived the ravages of time untouched like this.
I'll point it
How
out
is
to the
it?
captain.
Why is this still fun?
This is magic. I don't know what it is, but this is our treasure. Nilrim caresses it.
This is what they were looking for?
Archie will just
guess.
start laughing. A fucking John, it's a fucking drum. We had like 5 of these on our boats.
Nilrim gets
back
upset.
in the
Listen, you got
day.
your treasure. This is mine, okay? I will
want
try
the
to
drum.
arcanology it. I doubt that works.
Go ahead and give me an archaeology check.
You want arcanology or spellcraft?
Archaeology.
Also, Nilrim,
35.
you're on
You
the
know-
crew now, so it's ours, not yours.
I nod.
You know exactly what this is, MrMouton,
Nice.
Nilrim. The ships of the Empire, not all of them, some of them, the most important ones, are powered by a series of magic drums. When you drum this, if the ship is set up properly, phantom rowers will appear, grasping the oars and row a ship, whatever ship the drum is on, automatically, without the need of someone sitting there to do it. That means you could power almost any size ship with just one person dedicated to using the drums, if they can keep the right steady beat. You'd need like a professional rower or someone who knows what they're doing to maintain the right rhythm. but this will allow you to row any ship you want, practically. Some limitations apply.
I'll explain that to the captain.
Wow.
Archie thinks you're fucking with him.
I'm not fucking with
Sail-
you, Archie.
Can Sail like test the drum? Like put like a long piece of wood on a table and then like beat the drum to see if like someone will try to row the piece of wood?
I will. Nilrim will stop you. Careful. This is an ancient magical item. It's probably best if I mess with it. Okay.
Wait, so Nilrim, you're saying that this thing acts as a crew? Will row a boat?
It would be the entire crew of our ship, which would mean, I look at the others, we get to split any treasures that we come across.
That also
Four-way
means
split.
that we're ready to go, right? We get on the boat, we can leave with this.
If we get on the boat and I set this up in the correct spot, we can just row away.
How big of a boat can we go on with this? How big is the crew?
How big would I reasonably think? Do I think
You
like
know,
a
the boat in the
normal, like-
harbor that what's her name was talking about, that Lady Nightingale was talking about, that big long ship, easily could be rowed by
Easily.
this. We're only talking about like maybe a great galleon or something would be
That
not
would need like
rowable.
2, 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I wanna search this little boat. I feel like there might be a spyglass in here. You know, they want to look over the town. That's what I'm looking for. I've spent the whole time looking around this place. I'm keeping an eye out for things glinting off the light of the torch. I imagine it's covered in dust, so you know I go to shelves and stuff and like wipe away the dust looking for a spyglass. I think there might be one here.
You know,
There should be some wealth.
the whole of this establishment is actually rather large. In order for you guys to properly search it, you're going to need to bring in some really good light, not just a stick that you've lit on fire and are doing like, well, it's burning, oh, but it's about to burn out, so let me turn it upside down. Oh, I'm burning my hand. Let's turn it sideways. Like the random stick you've lit on fire, it provides shitty light. You
fine.
want to search
Tomorrow-
this huge base, you need real light.
Well,
can
Nilrim's
either
got some
have art-
candles, right?
I have candles, yeah. But if you want to wait, I can research continual light
Yeah.
or
Well, Sail
Sail
has
has
light
light.
tomorrow.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
light or
let's,
fairy fire.
We need to heal up anyway, so I suggest we take one of the rooms near the entrance and try and clear the dust out and sleep in there. And we rest up until we're all full health. We find the spyglass that's inevitably here. We search it for everything else. And then, next time we go and steal a ship. Or go and get the ship.
I'll do some research for continual light. Might as well learn that.
Yeah.
Archie will pull John aside while we're like kind of walking through. He's like, "You think this drum works? No Magic Man's saying."
Neil, is there any chance that I've heard rumors of this kind of thing before? About the Dardannes?
You've never been to
White
the
Prince?
Dardannes, though, right?
No, I've done some business with them in the past. Not a great deal, but...
You would know that the Dardannes, that the White Prince has clerics that run his naval operations, and so that they are magically empowered. But I think the drums are a
not-
relative
yeah, okay.
secret that they keep.
I don't know,
I will
Archie, but it's immaculate. Look at it. It's not a normal object. I don't know if it does exactly what he says, but clearly they want to find it. It's got to do something.
I mean, if
I-
it
I-
does,
Sell it.
what was that?
Nilrim wants to try it out anyways. So he's gonna get on the skiff inside. I would assume it should still function on land, due to the fact that it, probably should at least appear.
Yeah, they
if
just
it
like
doesn't-
scrape the oars on the ground.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna guess. I'll just try a few beats, see if I can figure it out. If not, we can try it outside tomorrow.
Yeah, why don't you give me a seamanship check, please?
Okay. 28.
28. Yeah, you can. The skiff sits on the ground, but it's like tilted at an angle, and so you need your friends to like hold the skiff so it's horizontal, so you can actually like stand in it proper, because the bottom of it isn't flat; it's
It's
curved,
weird, yeah.
rounded. Yeah. So with your friends helping you stabilize the thing, you get in and you hit the drums, and you soon find the right rhythm. And for a brief moment, sort of greenish, bluish, maybe tealish phantom people appear in the seats on the skiff, taking hold of each oar, and they lift. And then the moment they hit solid ground, the whole thing breaks, and the phantom people disappear, and the oars just drop to the sides.
Archie will flinch back to the side. He's never seen anything like this, anything magical or whatever. He's shocked.
Oh.
Sale thinks that's really cool.
By the gods,
Coolest thing.
who were meant to find this place.
It's a good thing I've been punching shit to death. I'm out of a job.
I slap Archie on the shoulder and say, "Who do you think's gonna be hitting the drum?"
Big hands like that, you're perfect for it, Archie.
Oh no.
Well, Nilrim, I gotta hand it to you. You were right this time. This is a pretty amazing find here. I'm glad that you dragged us to hell and back to find it.
It was
And
worth it.
We did find some coin along the way as well, so a job well done. As we can get off this island with this drum, with that chest, I think we'll be very happy.
I'm gonna apologize to Nilrim. I'm gonna be like, I'm sorry. It's gonna be begrudging. I'm sorry for criticizing you so much about this.
I nod haughtily, and I look to Archie expecting my apology to come next.
Archie will not pick up on this whatsoever.
I go and look for some aged, this would be the best aged wine, or maybe rum. I'm looking for it.
After 2,000 years.
I'm assuming it's in glass, okay? Maybe
Yeah, but it's
glass,
probably
you know?
turned to vinegar by this point or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for a salad.
Could I purify it?
If you purify food or drink, I don't see why that wouldn't work. Yeah.
It probably isn't wine anymore though. It's
Yeah,
like,
it's been water, yeah.
Mm.
yeah.
Well, you do
Is
find
it-
a wine cellar. It is one of the many things in this massive complex here. This massive, hidden, secret, 2,000-year-old abandoned complex that nobody knows exists anymore except for the four of you.
Well, people know it exists, they just don't know how to find it.
Right. They know there is a laboratory somewhere near Flotsam Island. They have no idea that it's
They
on
have
this
no clue.
island.
Yeah.
What other value can you get out of this place aside from just drums? Like what?
It's gonna
is
be
there-
a home base.
This is a home base.
Yeah, we can rest as well.
Can I
It's
search
green
it,
art.
see if there's any like murals on the walls that depict like sea creatures or eyes or any?
Let's
sort of...
just rest for tonight. We'll try and make some better torches and stuff and search in the morning when it's.
Oh yeah, we'll do that tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
We have a ton of
Um,
time to rest, right? We have like almost infinite time here now.
Yeah, I was thinking of maybe I don't know if there's trees on the island, Neil, or if we can make
Lots
some
of trees.
Can make some torches by stripping the bark off trees and like tying them to some larger sticks.
I
You
can
can
also
make some-
just fairy fire items.
Yeah.
Oh, there
so
we go.
we can make sure. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. With the positioning of this place so close to Flotsam Island and so close to Port Ferris, if this is going to be your secret base of operations, does that change your relationship with Lady Nightingale at all?
I mean,
Is she
Archie
still
wants to
an
kill her.
enemy?
No, well, I don't. I think we should just pretend like we're all good for now.
Yeah, we're fine.
Or until
Does
the
that
right
mean
time.
actually telling her where the buried treasure is? Oh no, you took it already.
No, the buried
He's-
treasure fell off the side of the mountain.
Ah,
Right.
And I'm sure that she'll be able to confirm and hear about that.
okay.
Yeah. No, but then she's not gonna give us
Oh.
the boat, is she?
Oh. Well, we
need
have
to
the
tell
other
her
half.
we need to tell that we buried the treasure somewhere.
Do you
True,
think she's gonna
true.
care for 10,000 silver?
Doesn't seem like. Well, it's 1,000 gold. It's a lot of money.
Whatever. Let's just tell her we buried the treasure somewhere. She's not gonna get it for a long time, and then we'll come back in the future when we're rich and pay her then.
We'll tell her we
Yeah.
buried it behind the butte.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
She's gonna want a
Perfect
map to the
skill.
right spot, you know.
I actually have cartography,
Mm-hmm.
so I can make a map to
Perfect.
a spot.
Excellent. Well, here you are in the port. The only supplies that you would need in order to survive here are going to be food.
Just kill a big lizard.
Entering and exiting are going to be a little bit difficult. It appears that once the reveal spell is worn off, that these walls are like one-way visible. Like from the inside, you can see out through the wall, and you could even exit through the wall, but you couldn't return and enter from the other side.
What if you put half your body out? Can you like pull someone in?
No. No,
So if I
once
put my
part of you
arm
goes
out-
through, the rest of you has to follow through.
So if I put a finger out, I cannot pull it back in.
Correct. The finger will like push up against the wall, and if you start to move it around, you start to feel like your finger being compressed and cut into by the wall a little bit because it's semi-real. So it is a one-way walkable wall mirror window thingy.
So if we want to leave and enter, I need the reveal spell, which is
Yes.
fine.
Yeah.
Your only other problem here, since there's fresh water in the base, is the source of food. You have a little bit of
We're
food
gonna-
left over from your
we're gonna eat the
week of
lizards. We'll eat the
supplies.
lizards.
We just killed a huge lizard
All right then.
Yeah.
with a fuckload of HP.
Excellent. So how
Um,
long are you going to stay in the base before you
week.
venture back out? Week?
Well, how much health is Archie down? Can we start doing like 2 HP a day? No.
Yes. You can easily do 2, because you'll have bed rest. For 3, you'll need to scour the island and see if you can find any healing herbs.
Well, let's just say we do 2. Archie needs
Herbalism checks?
15 health.
So at least a week.
Yeah, I need 15.
Yeah, we'll
week,
stay
yeah.
for a week, and we're gonna. Nilrim is gonna scour. There's got to be some wealth in here. There has to
Yeah.
be something else.
I am
There's a
finding a
1,000-year-old
spyglass.
wizard's place.
Mhm.
I'm finding a spyglass. Yeah.
He also wants to look for teleportation spots. I'm sure that there is something that the wizards concocted.
Absolutely. You can find in the not in the main harbor room, but in one of these like other rooms off the side is just like a spiral staircase that runs around a big empty air column that has like little bridges that go across, except the bridges are now all old and rotten and fallen away because they're made out of like thin pieces of wood. And so they're all crumbled down below. But if you just had, you know, some time and some materials, you could easily reconstruct those little bridges that cross back and forth between.
I have a week, so I'm going to be casting 2 detect magics a day. I'm going to see if I can find anything else. I'm looking for hidden doors. I'm looking for everything.
Yeah. You will quickly find that air column that we were talking about just a moment ago does have a permanent enchantment on it. A permanent alteration zone all around it.
Guessing it's like Featherfall. I'll take a rock from
Yeah.
the top and I'll drop it.
It floats gently down the air column.
Fucking sick.
Nice. That is cool as fuck.
That is cool.
I don't understand the implication of a featherfall column.
For when the wizard teleports, if he misses his mark.
The teleport spell is dangerous. So you have a percentage chance of not appearing in the exact right spot, but like a little above or a little bit below. And if you appear in the same space that's occupied by solid material, you just get like flung out into the outer planes and are lost for all time.
Gotcha.
So wizards like to have big towers where if they like miss their mark, they'll appear on the floor below or the floor above them, which is why wizards build towers instead of, you know, fortresses for teleportation
Oh, so
spells.
it's like a landing strip for a wizard.
It's a landing strip for a,
Teleport as well, yeah.
yeah, teleport landing strip.
That's
Very cool.
Was there anything else?
Damn.
It's also cool
There-
that you can climb to the top and jump down and float, right? I mean, that's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
You
In
can-
of
I'm going to
itself.
spend a day just doing that.
Yeah, definitely. I think
Yeah,
we all
Archie
was.
will also be doing that.
Yeah.
There are many great treasures for you to find here, but I'm not willing to go over all of them right now. I did not think we were quite going to get to this base today, so the list is incomplete.
fine.
I don't
Yeah.
want to
Give us
give you
one.
a shit list.
Just give us
I
one.
just did. I just gave you a featherfall column.
God
Okay.
damn it, that's-
Dude,
And a
this
magic
base
drum!
is unreal.
Oh, that's cool. I'll take it. Yeah.
Well, can we get XP again? Because I'm like 100 XP from leveling up on road.
Yes, we can get some
Yeah.
more XP for you guys. Today, other things that you've done today include killing the giant lizard, Archie, just beating the shit out of a lizard.
I feel like he should get double for that.
I feel like Archie should get experience for that encounter. And nobody else.
I learned a few spells. I don't think that matters, but
So this is going to be for the lizard. For finding this base, your main quest thus far will tack on some additional experience. And let's see, lies, deception, quest completed, people interacted with, difficulties overcome. Yeah, we will divide all of this by the 4 of you, and everyone can take home another 625 experience.
times 1.5 or 1.1.
Sorry, Neil. 600?
625.
65.
687 if you have 10%.
It's a little bit more complicated than that for me.
Yeah.
How do you get 10%? Is it having enough int, right?
Having 16 at least in your main stat.
So have you got
Oh,
16
shit.
whiz?
I do have 16 whiz, so I guess I actually have. Do I just multiply all the experience?
Yeah, everything
you
would have
just-
gone up by 10%. So if you're
But
at
what did you
5.3,
start
5.2
at though?
I don't
Like, should
remember.
we-
I think it was.
He started at 0.
Well,
I
me and
did it.
Nilrim should be at the same XP, right?
No, Nilrum started halfway to level 2, I think, and you started at
I
level
had
0.
1500 or something to start.
Shit.
What's your
It's
XP
prob-
right now?
It's like 5,352.
Okay, well I'm at
I think-
6926.
Yeah, no, this is right. Just multiply all your experience by 1.1 sale for your 10% bonus.
Gotcha.
You should be at 5,887, I think.
Sounds about right.
I think I've done it a couple times in one of our earlier sessions, but I forgot about it. So I'll put myself at like 550
Sure.
or
It's not gonna
55.
matter too much in the grand scheme, but yeah.
yeah.
5500 for you. Nick, you say you level as rogue?
Yep.
Well, you want to roll us that 1d, what is it? 2?
Yeah, give me a sec. I'm just updating my totals.
Are we doing
on my
D6 for
sheets.
Rogue or D8 in this one?
I do believe he has been rolling d8s, Nick? I don't remember. Talk to
No,
me, buddy.
you made me roll D6.
Ah, yes, that's how I like it. Perfect.
I mean, why don't we all? Should we alternate? I'll roll D8 for this one. Like
No,
Tyrion
no,
does
it's fine.
D8
D6 is
sometimes,
the way you're
D6
doing it. You're
sometimes,
using the
but
rogue class. This makes sense. D6 is for HP.
just-
He's really
wait, no,
fucking you there.
Cleric's
You get a
got twice as
+1.
much HP as me.
Yeah, well,
See,
he
my
rolled
wizards
well.
were D4. Everyone else's wizards are D6. My rogues are D6.
You're Captain
wow.
John Winters. You don't need the
Wah.
hit points.
It doesn't matter. I only roll once, so.
Yeah, right?
I
Doesn't
hope
matter
you
the
roll.
die size.
Oh wow, I too.
Well,
Good shit. All right, it's
Well-
actually 2 HP though because I was on a 0.5.
right. Another
I'll
1.5
protect
for you.
Captain. That's fine.
Thank you. Okay,
Excellent.
14 HP. It's not bad.
Level 3 rogue now, or is this level 4 rogue?
A level 4 rogue now.
Excellent. So another 30 points for your thief stats.
Yes.
And a non-weapon proficiency for level 4 rogue.
Oh, nice.
Is that right? You didn't get one last level, did you?
I don't think so, no. I was going to take a praising, but I guess you take that, so I don't need it.
I'm not gonna get it for a while, but yeah.
No, I think it's oh yeah, it is 4th level for rogue.
Yep.
What did I get? Well, I'll think about it in between sessions.
Nice.
Oh, but you would have gotten one for your level 3 wizard. I'm sorry, your level 3 warrior. Warriors get one, non-weapons at 3 as well.
All right, so I already.
So yeah, you have one from wizard or
Wait,
warrior.
no.
It doesn't matter.
Wait, no, because I'm only level 3 fighter, not level 4.
Right, but level 3 fighters get non-weapon
The non-weapon
proficiencies.
proficiency.
Rogues are the only people who get it at 4. Everyone else gets it at 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought rogues would get more non-weapon proficiencies.
Wait, was I supposed to get another non-weapon proficiency?
think so.
or
I
did
think-
I pick one.
No, I think I forgot that warriors get them at 3, and you should have a non-weapon proficiency as well.
Okay.
Yeah. I can
I'll
link
think
you
about it.
to the lists if you don't have them anymore. I'll put them in our disco.
No, but I thought rogues had more non-weapon proficiencies than other classes, not less.
No, they get fewer as time goes on.
Yeah. That's strange.
That is not our Discord.
Alright. So I've got one non-weapon and one weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, you should have gotten a weapon and a non-weapon.
Can I still trade non-weapons for weapon proficiencies?
Only at level creation
Only level, yeah.
or character creation. Okay.
Oh, he gets you, Nick.
Yeah.
So,
Alright,
magic
good game.
drums. They'll allow you to use any ship without the need of rowers for it. You have a secret base of operations in a very hostile world where you are wanted criminals. Soon, that word will already spread. It's at least spread to 2 islands so far, if not more. You see 2 ships floating out away from the harbor where they are placed so you can't get to them, except now you're coming from their backsides where they might not expect you. Those people seem to see that the two of you, are at that tavern. So maybe your boat was spotted leaving the island. Maybe they lost sight of it and they don't know where you went.
Yeah.
But
They
for
could come, I guess, but they can't get in, right? So we should
They
be
can't
no way
chilling.
to
get
get in, yeah. For
Yeah.
now, at least, you guys are safe. You have a base, you have food, you have water. The base kind of sucks for the time being. Like, the beds are completely ruined and useless. You'll have to be, like, kind of making your own improvised ones. You're gonna need some supplies. You're gonna want some amenities. You're gonna want some, like, candles and torches and lanterns and whatnot. Those
I have a
things all
question.
await you in Port Ferris. Yeah.
What do I theorize would happen? Say I make a wall with the reveal that would work with the higher level reveal spell or whatever, right?
Demi Shadow Wall.
Yeah. What happens if you break that wall? Is it just like the whole mountain is now like you have to like break through the mountain and they'll just never find anything on the inside, or is it like there's X amount of wall that you would need to break into and through, and then you would just have like the
You mean like
the
the
laboratory?
fictional, like the Demi Shadow Wall itself? Can you break through it?
Yeah.
Well, it's quasi-real, so damage will cause an effect to it, and it's not as real as a normal mountain wall. So in theory, you should be able to break it from the outside. But the limits of how much damage it can take before breaking, or what you would need to do to destroy it, are unknown to you until you can learn the Demi Shadow Wall spell itself.
It's probably gonna be like crazy because you're gonna be drilling into a fucking mountain. So
Yeah, probably like days of teams of
Yeah.
pickaxes or something.
Right.
okay, cool.
So hopefully it should be secure even if someone finds the spot. On the
Yeah.
other hand, if someone finds the spot, the White Prince has a lot of resources at their availability. In fact, they could probably just mine the entire mountain down and not
Yep.
even go through one of these walls. So keep it secret, keep it safe, and we will see you guys next
2
week.
weeks from now.
2 weeks from now for some more Tides
Wait,
of Death.
you can't do next week, right?
No, you
Can you
can't
do
do
next?
next week.
No, I can do next Tuesday. I can do next Tuesday.
No, I can't do next Tuesday. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 2 weeks from now.
Yes. I will be, instead of doing this, I will be doing a marathon stream from like Monday through Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday. I'm not sure how long it's going to run. And it will be dedicated to world building, lore, and map making.
That's
So
sick.
Nice.
that'll be
Deadly.
next weekend.
Do you have any goals, like stretch goals or anything for that?
That is tonight's task, figuring out those details. Yeah.
All right.
Anyone else have anything they want to say before we go?
Archie
No.
is a literal god.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. Check out
You guys in 2
mootonmerch.com.
Yeah, Mooton
Check out-
True.
Yeah. Check out the new Real Goblins merch as well. RealGoblins.com store button.
Give your
Anyone
Twitch
else?
primes to Greenzerg.
Yeah, true. Do
Mhm.
that, yeah.
NordVPN.com/Pokemon challenges.
Excellent.
All right, we did it. Good job, guys.
See you guys next time. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye bye.